there. Hello? Is there anybody there? Is the microphone on? It's on. Is the Amiga on? It's on. That's what we do. We are here. Well, I'm here. I don't know about anybody else. My voice is a bit dodgy. My voice is already dodgy in the first 10 seconds. That's good. And that's good. I've been listening to loads of what is it called? I've been listening to a Fallout radio station, which is just Fallout 3, New Vegas and 4. It's quite good actually. Well, it's because the radio stations in Fallout are quite good. I'll paste it. It's Lazarter, it's Mayhem, and it's Jimbo. There you go. That's what I've been listening to. The Fallout radio. It's just like a live stream of the Fallout radio stations. There's a DJ on there. I think is he the DJ from Fallout 4? I can't remember. But he's the one who's like dead panicky and like he thinks the world's gonna end. My voice sounds tinny. Not again. I'm not doing this again, are we? I've fixed the cable. I've fixed it. Let me listen. It's Kevin. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna check the sound. Maybe it is tinny. Have I got another cable problem? That does sound rubbish. What's going on? Right, let me fix it. I've fixed the cable. It must have a break in it somewhere or something in the actual cable. Is that any better? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Music. It's not the music that's loud, it's the microphone that's not working. Well, there you go. We're off to a great start. Right, give me a second. It's just a dodgy cable. I don't know if I've got another one. I might have to swap mics if it's really bad. Alright, is that any better? Whoa, let's fixed it. Fixed it. God, that cable's still dodgy. I've actually cut the end off and I resoldered it. It must have like a break in the cable somewhere. Rubbish. It's quite an old XLR cable, but I just thought, oh, I'll fix it. It was actually broken on the connector. So I resoldered it, and it worked all last week, and now it's just broken again. So I think it's got. I don't think it's the box. I think it's a dodgy cable. There you go. That's what you get for shoddy, probably 20-year-old XLR cable. Shoddy. In fact, what it was it was a large XLR cable. And I think it was broken, so I cut it up into a smaller one, which is perfect for this, because I do want a smaller cable. And it just doesn't work. It could be gremlins, but it's more likely that the cable's old and it's got like little micro fractures all over it. I think that's more likely the problem. There'll be little... Because the cable itself, when you look in these XLR cables, the actual mic cable's like really thin. It's like really thin. There's not a lot of copper in it at all, unless this is just a particularly rubbish one. So it's quite easy for it to just become like not that great, and it's not broken. It's just turning it into a resistor, isn't it, or something? So you're getting like a really like rubbish version of the sound. It's not the mic or anything, it's just rubbish. But it's fixed. I'm just not going to touch it. Otherwise, I have got another mic, but I'd have to, like, set it up. Which would be annoying. Is everybody ready for spitting contest? Good old-fashioned spitting contest. That's what we're up for. I think the other thing about the mic is it's not helped by... I was trying to do it just before we started. I was trying to preview. You get a preview of the stream, and I was trying to do it just before the stream started, to just check the audio, and it's just impossible on the YouTube thing now. It was showing me something from like half an hour ago, and I couldn't get it to show me the preview of what I was doing right now. So rubbish. I'm also blaming YouTube. I don't know why they've changed it to just... The preview is showing me the thumbnail saying going live in 10 minutes. It's like, that's not helping. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. And we're jamming out to Beyond Music. I was saying my voice was dodgy, but it was really tinny. Really tinny. So yeah, I've been listening to that Fallout radio station. I do love the radio stations in Fallout. There's just loads of like really good music on there, and they've managed to find loads of songs that mention like the atom bomb and like there's a whole song on there about mining uranium. It's just crazy, and I don't think they're made for the game. I think they're just old songs, aren't they? Trying to get rich mining uranium. So yeah, I've been quite into listening to that Fallout radio that somebody set up. And they're asking for money, and they've got £357,000. I mean, it seems like a lot to fund a Fallout radio station, or even any kind of live stream that is just a slideshow and someone else's music. That seems a bit wrong. This time, I'm watching your stream on my new gaming laptop. Oh yeah. Got it yesterday, taking it through its paces. I don't think streaming is going to take a gaming laptop through its paces. Unless you open up the stream like 50 times. Even that, it should be able to handle that, maybe. Ollie says, hello. Oh, I get the name now. Are you talking about the name of the stream? What do you think the name of the stream? What do you think the name of the stream references, apart from the spitting contest? What do you think it is? What do you think it's from? Did anybody else get the I love you so much I can't spit? Did anybody else get what the reference? It's not quite right. I've changed one of the words, but oh, the spitting contest, yes. Yeah, well, that's where I saved last time I was on the spitting contest. And there is a picture of the spit, but it's not the spit from the spitting contest on the thumbnail. It's the spit from the bar where the Largo walks in and spits on the wall, and you have to... What, do you have to get it on a piece of spitty paper? That's right. Good old spitty paper. Everybody needs a bit of that. So you clean up your spit in Monkey Island World. Well, I just went out on my bike for half an hour at 8 o'clock and it was still light. I could not believe it. Could not believe it. I think we are finally seeing the back of winter. In this country anyway. If you're in Australia or something, well, it's a different matter. There's a clue to the puzzle solution in your thumbnail. Really? Is there? Right. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There is a clue to the puzzle solution. Oh, there is. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And that is the thumbnail. Still got the Terminator 2 stuff going on, but there you go. Hey, let's have big chat on. Look at that. They chat. Nice. How is my elbow? Oh, hang on, I've missed one. Oh yeah. How is my elbow? It is healed. Does it still makes a clicking noise? I don't know if you can hear it. But it doesn't hurt. It was like utterly useless, the elbow, until like it was like week 6, I think, and then suddenly it was just like, oh my god, it's better now, I can use it. It was like I was at the point where I was like, I don't know if it's going to heal. I was having to like twist my arm like every day to try and like move it further and further over. And I think, yeah, week 6 it was just suddenly like, oh, I can do things with this now. But it still makes this clicking noise, like it'll click a few times then it'll stop. But that doesn't hurt. And I think I've got the entire range of motion back. So there you go. So don't break your elbow. It's a total waste of time. Complete waste of everybody's time, especially your own. And it's funny because I think when I did it, it was like pretty bad. But I think it actually got worse after like week 2. Because I actually rode to work the next week after doing it. And then on week 2, I couldn't ride anymore. And it took quite a while. But then like by week 6, it just went, yep, you're better now. It did get like, it gets better every day, but so slowly you can barely notice. But I just spent every day like trying to twist my arm into the position it didn't want, like a position I know it should go in, but a position it didn't want to go in. So every day I'd like just push it to its limit without going crazy. And I don't know if that helped, but I've certainly got full range of motion back in it. It definitely doesn't feel like the same as the other one anymore. It's definitely like different now. Lockman Goat has also I've also fallen off my scooter, fractured my pride and bruised my ego. Yeah. Yes, scooters, you can fall off them. But that's something we knew. It's just that when you're an adult, you feel like you shouldn't be doing it. Like, you've probably done something that you've watched your kids do like 10 times in one day and they just brush it off and get up. But you're like looking around thinking, has anybody seen me do this? I didn't think that when I fell off. I was not concerned about who'd seen me because I was more concerned about whether I'd broken my wrist. I was like, oh my god, I might have broken my wrist. It felt like I'd broken my wrist, but my wrist was fine. Elbows, who knew? They're a complicated little joint. Don't mess them up. You've only got 2 of them. You only get 2 elbows. I think messing up kneecaps is probably worse, but I don't know about that. I'm not an expert. Well, I hope everybody's ready for some spit, though. A bit of the old spit. It's not a game until you've had a spitting contest, though, is it? It's not a game until you've had a spitting contest. Should we play a bit of Turrican before we start? Let's play a bit of Turrican. I've got Turrican 2 on here. Let's pause that. Let's see if we can pause this without... I've still got an absolute buttload of memory left, so it should work. Let's try. Let's see if this crashes stuff. I've got Turrican 2 AGA on here. I fell off a slide on a playground when I was a kid. Disjointed me elbow, but at least it didn't break. I don't know, is that better or worse? Is when you disjoint something, that doesn't sound good, if you know what I mean. Oh, I'll tell you what we could play instead of Turrican 2 just at the start. We could play... we could play this. We play Menace. I'm doing a video about this. So you've not seen it on my channel yet. I did the video like weeks ago, but I haven't had time to edit it. I don't like the way WHD Load doesn't seem to understand how to find it, even though I've put a path to it. It's in here. See if this works. Let's not installed and fixed. How do you start? Oh, just enter. It's Menace. Yeah, I'm doing a video about this. Look at that horrible colour palette. This is DMA Designs. I think it's their first commercial release. I think. It hurt like hell. That much I remember. Yeah, we always remember the pain. Does anybody remember this game? It's not very good. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's not the worst either. It's not Turrican 2, let's face it. It's not the old Turrican 2. It's just a side-scrolling shooter. Is this the start screen? I think, am I? Nope. I'm not in control of this. I should be in control of it. That's not me playing. Oh, we have to press... Should we go for rookie or expert? Let's try expert. Expert just means you can't crash into the scenery. Well, you can. You just lose health for it. DMA Design. There you go. They stuck their name all over the game there. It's like, let's just make you watch our name all the time. It's Mod 6502. Evening. Good evening. So you have to shoot waves and you get this. Cannons. It didn't give me cannons. And then you shoot that to change it to something else. So I don't think... Oh, shouldn't have done that. I don't think on expert I'm allowed to collide with the scenery. Well, I am, but that shield thing goes down at the bottom. You don't get any lives. You're just dead when it goes wrong. Oh, that's funny. It said cannons on the first one. It didn't give me any cannons. That's rubbish. This game's from, I think, the end of '88. So it's quite early in the Amiga's life. The Amiga 500's life, anyway. Actually, pretty early in the Amiga's life. I think it's got limited sprites for the bullets, so you shoot and sometimes it just doesn't shoot. Lasers. Look at that, lasers do that. I'm trying to pause it then, but it doesn't pause. So I can't look at the chat. But yeah, it's not totally the worst game in the world. Uh-oh. And I think certainly for '88, when everyone was figuring out like how to use the Amiga and stuff, I don't think it's that bad. Lasers. Oh, force field. I don't know what the force field does or how long it lasts. Boss. The shooting's a bit weird, it just sometimes doesn't shoot. And I don't know if it's because of the autofire or what. There you go. Easy boss. Looks like budget R-Type. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Yeah, budget R-Type. Don't know what year R-Type came out. This is after R-Type, wasn't it? Was it before R-Type? What year did R-Type come out? I remember this. Love the soundtrack. Yeah, it's is it Dave Whittaker? Dave Whittaker soundtrack? It's got the same music on every level, so that is budget. Oh, I'm trying to read the chat and not get killed at the same time. Looks like what? In your shoot 'em up game? What? I can't read it. I can't read it while I'm playing. Cannons. I wonder whose voice that is. But this is DMA Design's first game, so they did this, then Blood Money, which was probably a better shooter than this. Well, definitely a better shooter than this. And then they did Lemmings after that, I think. So this is how they got the start. But this shooting this thing to get change the power up is a bit odd. And I think the fact that the aliens just completely ignore the scenery as if it's not there is a bit rubbish. But, like I said, 1988, I'd have been proud of it if I made it. And it does have awesome music. Nearly died there. Cannons. The worst part of the game is Terranex. I don't even know if I got that far. You should have a secondary screen for chat. A secondary screen? Oh yeah, well, I would love a secondary screen for chat, but just don't have the room. All the desk is taken up with the laptop, which is one screen, and the secondary screen has got the Amiga on it. If I was streaming PC game, I would have a secondary screen with the chat on it. But it would be a third screen in this case. Hence the room. You don't have the room. It's only a tiny room, this. Probably looks bigger on the camera. 87? Oh, raw type was 87, was it? Well, this is 80. This is the end of 88. So this was probably in development at the same time as R-Type. So they would have played R-Type when this came out, but they might have started developing this before they'd even played it. I think it's more based on... what is it? Not Salamander. What's the game? Xevious or something like that? It's more like a bit of a rip-off of that. There is a way of getting your shield back, but you've got to be in the right place. Look, I can't get my shield back from that. Or maybe I can. There you go. Get my shield back. Oh my god. That is a speed up. R-Type. RAR type. Room is needed for more screens. Yep. Like I said, this desk is full. It's got all the repair equipment on it. It's got an extra screen. It's got multiple lights. It's got a laptop. It's got an Amiga on there. So that's it. Run out of space, you run out of screens. That's the way it goes. These bosses aren't exactly interesting either. Like I said, it's not the worst game. It's not the best. They had Salamander at that arcade in Bury. Yes, I want to play that. I want to play Salamander. I want to play RoboCop. I want to play... Do they have Snow Brothers? I want to play Snow Brothers. I want to play Whitewater Arcade. Whitewater Pinball. I want to play Addams Family Pinball. I don't know what else they might have that I would like. Snow Brothers is good if you've ever played that. In fact, they did an Amiga version of it and it looks really good. Ocean did it and they never released it. I don't know why. But yeah, they did a version of Snow Brothers and never released it. It was a brilliant game. It's a little, it's kind of like a Bubble Bobble style platformer game. Like each screen is 50 screens in the game. And it's just really good. You put the guys in snowballs and then you kick the snowballs to kill them. This is a bit cheap, having the guys go behind you. Shields. Oh my god. Bats. Who do you think's voice that is? Cannons. Somebody at DMA. Oh, these guys are firing homing things. I don't know what the pause key is. Does it help? No. I have no idea. Spacebar. Oh, was that it? Whoa. Spacebar is pause. There you go. RoboCop was terrible. What, the game? Well, the home ports were terrible, but the arcade machine was not. The arcade machine was really good. Unless you're saying their version of it is terrible. How about having another screen above your screen? It's just not. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, you could put another one. I think I'm at the limit for the weight I can put on this table as well. It's literally like holding more than it should already. It's a standing desk. So more screens, not happening. Tiny Bobble is supreme for the Amiga. Yes, it is. I've got that on here somewhere. I think that's what it's called. It is called Tiny Bobble. Yeah, that is really good. Yeah. . Do you ever get any different music in this game? I don't think you do you? I've got the disc for this, by the way, but it doesn't work. Well, I've never even put it in because it's got mold all over it. I'm just like not even putting it in the drive. Look at these little green meanies. Oh, I did not. You can go crazy on the speed ups. I did not want another speed up. But it's got a lovely bit of parallax. Oh. Oh no, are these homing skulls? Oh yeah, I am. My health doesn't tick down much when I'm in the backgrounds, but what kind of a cheap move was that? Oh no, it just isn't firing. I know it looks like I'm like, why am I not shooting them? It's just not firing. It's not got enough sprites or something. Oh, that split up. That was good. I've got literally no health. No health. Where's his... Yeah, look, it's not firing. It's just not. I'm pressing the fire button. It's not doing anything. Your energy was depleted. Your ship was destroyed. It was actually called Draconia in its when it was released. What is this total? Oh, it's telling me stats. It's kept stats. How about getting VR goggles? That could be a chat screen. It could be, but I'd have to have. Yeah, I'd have to have the Amiga in there and everything. I'd have to have the whole thing in there. That would be crazy. I suspect that you have nostalgia goggles on for the RoboCop arcade. It seemed bloody impossible when I played. No, I don't have nostalgia goggles. It was a really good game. We used to play it all the time back in the day. It was a really good game. We used to be. It was one of the. In fact, probably the first game that I could finish on 1 credit. And the trick is you've got to get 100% in the shooting galleries. That's how you do it. You have to get 100% because when you get 100%, not only do they give you your health back, but they also give you more health. So you get more health and your health back, and you do that again in the second one, and that's it. And you just learn all the patterns for the baddies. And yeah, I probably couldn't do it on 1 credit now, but I could probably get pretty far. RoboCop 3 is the best. Oh, is that the 3D one? Is that the 3D one? Hey, look at that, and it quits as well because it was WHD load. Now we can go back to the thing. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, you have to do that. Oh, somebody said it looks like Nemesis. Yeah, Nemesis was good as well. Moss6502 says it looks like Nemesis. I was on Banjo Guy Ollie's, by the way, Moss6502. I was on Banjo Guy Ollie's forum, and people were saying the Z80's been discontinued. I didn't even know it was still in production, but I think the 6502 still is. So there you go. You've survived the Z80. How about inventing a TV screen that projects itself onto your glasses lenses and use them as a second screen? Isn't that what Google Glass was? Didn't Google Glass do that? Also start to wear glasses. I'm probably going to need to wear glasses soon. You're fired. Yep. Music reminds me of Xenon. I don't... did Dave Whittaker do Xenon as well? Maybe it's the same person. RoboCop Arcade is good. Some of the ports are alright too. Yeah, some of the ports are rubbish. I mean, the reason I bought or got the C64 version of RoboCop was because I liked the arcade so much, but unfortunately the C64 version, the home port, is garbage. I'm not even sure if it's one of these games where the computer versions were done first or they were done at the same time. It's a bit of a weird one because Ocean actually commissioned making that game with some Japanese company or something. So it's a bit of a weird one. Lassie says RoboCop in the arcade was great. Completed it too. There you go. It's a 1 credit. It's an actual proper 1 credit game where you can actually do it. And it does seem hard at first. It's not like you'll like. I remember the first time I played it. Yeah, I couldn't do the first level, and then by the end you can do the first level without taking any hits, and then you're doing the second level and stuff like that. I won't hear anyone who claims the arcade machine is not good. Xenon is a great shoot 'em up. There you go. I don't think I've played Xenon. Some of the ports are rubbish. Some are alright though. I only played the C64 and it was rubbish. It wasn't it uncompletable as well because they made the third level so you couldn't even do it with the time limit. I just looked up the Robocop arcade and it isn't the same as the one I played the other day. Oh, really? Really? What did you play then? That's interesting. I was thinking you were saying it was rubbish and really hard because it's like one of the, like in terms of an arcade machine, it's one of the, I'd say like, you know, difficult enough to be challenging, but a really quite a fair machine where you can actually do it on one credit. I think they only took it out of the store we used to play it in. They only took it out because we weren't spending any money on it because we put 20p in and we could play for whatever the game took, like 25 minutes. Is it 25 minutes to finish the game? Yeah, it was 25 minutes for 20p. I don't think we were making any money. But you had to get good at it. And you had to get 100% in the shooting gallery. That was the trick. And it didn't tell you that. It just told you, it just said there's the shooting gallery. It didn't tell you that, you know, 100% was a big deal. I think the Spectrum has a really good port by the standards of a hilariously pathetic Spectrum. Well, it's probably, I don't know about any other versions, but the C64 version is just garbage. I think it's garbage. It looks a bit like the arcade. I'm not sure they were trying to port the arcade. I think they might have been trying to make a different game because I think it was made first. But it's definitely garbage. Same was with Double Dragon. So easy to complete on a single credit. Yeah, we didn't... I never played Double Dragon, but we used to play Double Dragon 2. And I don't think that was... Yeah, I don't think we could do that one on a single credit. That one became impossible near the end. We could get quite far on a single credit, but not to the end. The backwards elbow in Double Dragon. Oh, the backwards elbow. You mean that? That one. Is that how you finished the game? Just did the backwards elbow all the time. Yeah, Double Dragon 2 was quite good though. It was a good game. It was just quite hard. I don't think the first... Again, it's not like the first level wasn't that hard. It's just got harder after that. But in terms of arcade machines that were hard... Robocop was definitely not the hardest. I think you could change the difficulty on the cabinet though. I don't know what that did. I don't know if that gave you less health or something. Like a lot of these games had dip switches to change difficulty, didn't they? What was the game you played then? What Robocop was it? Have you any idea? Because there were... I don't know how many Robocop arcade games there were. I know there was a Robocop 2. I think I played that and it was a bit rubbish. The only arcade game I ever played on a real machine, Rolling Thunder. Oh, really? Rolling Thunder, what the hell is that one? Yeah, and I suppose unless you are of my age or similar, arcades kind of died, didn't they? So, yeah, it's a shame because they were so good. You went to the arcades for the game, like... You paid the money to play the game, and it's the game that was good. The game had to be good. But nowadays, I don't know what it is now. It's not really about the game anymore. Double Dragon 3 in the arcade is awful. I didn't know there was a 3. I've never seen an arcade game where a Mega Drive port is actually better in every way. It's kind of a giveaway. Good evening. Ligomatic, is that how I pronounce your name? I don't know. Ligomatic. Yeah, I'm trying to think what with the other game. Right, Snow Brothers was good. I don't think I ever completed Snow Brothers, but I used to be able to get pretty far in it. I have to go back and explore further. Well, I know the real arcade, the real Robocop is definitely in that arcade because I've seen that video of that. Is he called Cheeky Commodore Gamer? And I think he did a video on Robocop, and he's in that arcade in the video, and he's playing Robocop. The first way, Ligomatic. There you go. Thank you. Pronunciation guides are welcome. I don't know what went wrong, but the arcade game is horrendous. DD3. What's DD3? The smell of French fries in the arcade is still in my mind. I do miss that. Yeah, It's one of those things that I think back then I can't remember if people used to smoke in the arcades as well. I don't think there was a lot of smoking going on back then. But yeah, I think... so yeah, what do I want to play? I want to play Snow Brothers, RoboCop, Whitewater Pinball, Addams Family Pinball. I'm trying to think what else would be the ones I want to play. There's probably quite a few when I see them. I'll be like, I've got to play that! I've got to play that! I'd like to play Double Dragon 2 again as well, if they've got that. Oh, Double Dragon 3, right. I played Shadow Dancer arcade port game. Outrun. Yeah, I haven't played Outrun for quite a while. Oh, in fact, I wasn't really into Outrun, but I did like Ridge Racer. That was really good. It's because it's like only got one track, hasn't it? And it's quite a good track, and you have to get really good at it, and it's got like a good cabinet. We also used to play... I think there was a 2-player Sega Rally that we used to play. I think they've got that in there as well, haven't they? Oh, Ridge Racer's there. That's good. Smash TV. I think I did play that once. I think that was quite good on the arcade, but I don't remember the home ports being that much fun. It's Retro JB. Good evening. What were the other ones I want to play? I'd like to play Ghouls and Ghosts, because I haven't played the arcade game with that for quite a while. That is like rock solid. And I probably won't be able to get past the first level. The Mega Drive version, that's pretty good though as well. What else is there? I don't know if they've got Gauntlet. It'd be nice to have a game of Gauntlet with the three. Is it 3-player Gauntlet or 4-player? I can't remember. It's 4-player, but I think the version I saw was 3-player. And if they've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that'd be good to play that 4-player. Without having to put billions of 10p's in. Because that's what it was. I think back in the day, it was like, people talk about pay to win, but that game was like 10p a life. I think it was 10p a life. So you just like put a quid in, you get like 10 lives. I think that's what it was. There's an arcade near me where you pay about £15 for the evening and everything is on free play. Yes, that's what we were talking about. There's one in Bury, and it might be the one you're talking about. You just go there and they've got literally everything. Lotus Turbo Challenge 2, great driving game. Is that an arcade game? Oh, 4-player, yeah, 4-player Gauntlet and Turtles. Yeah, I'd have to go with that. That's good. And the 6-player one on Xbox, the Shredder's Revenge, is very much based on that game, I think. I still play Black Tiger on the PS3. I can't complete it on a single life these days, though. I could back in the days. It'd be nice to do. We could do a MAME stream one day, where we could just stream some of these. We could play some of these arcade games. I haven't used MAME for so long now. But I'd have to get like some of those ROMs that I was talking about. What were the other ones I've played? I remember playing Willow. That was all right. I don't remember being that amazed by it, but it looked really good at the time. There's probably quite a lot of other games that I remember playing that I just didn't know the name of. We used to play a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up called Sky Soldiers. That was good. What else was there? I can't remember, but there'll be loads when I see them. I'm like, yes, we played that. Yes, we want to play that. I do remember playing Snow Brothers a lot, though. I really like Snow Brothers. I'll have to get the Amiga version because I think it's out there. They just never released it. It looks really like perfect. Used to use the strimmer cord trick in the arcade, so didn't need to pay. Strimmer cord? What is that? What have you been doing? I didn't know anything about this. Have I wasted all my money? When I was young and played on my NES, I never realised that I was playing arcade ports. Yeah, well, that's fine. I think that's fine. There'll be a lot of people, if you didn't have an arcade in your town, you might not have known that there was arcade ports, that they were arcade ports. In fact, sometimes the arcade ports were so different, it didn't even know it was an arcade port. Leeds, there you go. It's still quite northern. Leeds. The one in Leeds is the same company as the Bury one. There you go. Bury and Leeds. Arcade Club, I think there's one in Blackpool as well now. Yeah, I'm quite amazed at the Bury one, at just how much they've got. I couldn't believe how many machines they've got. But yeah, that's quite impressive. And all the pinball as well. I couldn't believe the amount of pinball in there. But honestly, I think Whitewater's my favourite. I play Whitewater on Pinball FX3 all the time. It's just, Pinball FX3 is such a good version of it. It's quite accurate, I think. From what I remember, it's just not broken all the time, which is... There's two little green stand-ups on Whitewater that you have to hit once each, and then you go down the middle and lock the ball for the multi-ball. So these two little green stand-ups get hammered. They're just two little metal prongs with plastic on them, and they get smashed up. I mean, I was responsible for smashing one of them in the arcade that I used to go to, because every time I played it, I was just like, you're just battering those little stand-ups, and it's like the machine should just come with spares. It probably did. I bet the mechanic had put like a bag of the spares for those inside the machine, because it's like it was designed to be smashed to pieces. But other than that, it was all right. Once those little stand-ups go, though, you can't get the multi-ball, which is really annoying. But yeah, I loved Whitewater. And yeah, Pinball FX3 is an excellent version of it. It's amazing. It's quite amazing. There's an arcade 5 minutes walk from my house. Well, aren't you the lucky one? I mean, that was everybody. Well, that was like everybody back in the day. But remember, you used to go into Manchester, we just used to get off the train and walk down a bit, and then there was an arcade there, and we'd go in there. I remember playing Power Drift once, Midnight Resistance. We didn't go there that often, because once you'd spent all your money on the train, you didn't have any money to play the games. So it was a bit like, you didn't go there that often. But yeah, I remember playing Power Drift there, and yeah, definitely Power Drift. I think they had Space Harrier, and I don't remember what else. I think that was one of the arcades where people smoked. I don't think they smoked in the ones I went in, but that one they did. My son and I played a lot of Tekken. Oh, there you go. We had Virtua Fighter in my work. I think it was Virtua Fighter 2, and we used to play at lunchtime. And I quite got into playing the Drunken Master in that. But I probably can't even play it now. Don't remember any of the moves. Called the Retrodome because in Barnsley there's a local landmark cum leisure centre called the Metrodome. So Retrodome. Oh, there you go. It's the local knowledge you've got there. Pinball machines need lots of maintenance. Yeah, they do. That's the problem with I think that's why they kind of fell out of favour as well, because they were just constantly broken. The rubber's falling off the flipper, and yeah, something's wrong. The ramps got sticky, and like these bumpers don't flash, those lights don't work, all this kind of stuff. I mean, when they're working though, they're brilliant. But yeah, you've got to constantly repair them, I think. I've never once been in because I have MAME. Maybe one day I'll have a look. Yeah, I haven't set up MAME for ages. I'd really like to have a go at the original ones though. I haven't really seen a game on a CRT since back in the day, so it'd be nice to see it on a CRT. I don't mind a CRT as long as I don't have to move it or store it. So there you go, so that's fine. The Addams Family had a guy playing it who was just on it for hours. Yeah, he was probably really good at it, so he just stayed on it. But Addams Family was definitely the most popular pinball ever made. I think that was the pinball machine that had the most number of pinball machines ever made. Like over 10,000 of them were made, I think. And it is a really good one, so I'm not surprised. You got E-string cord and bent the end into a U shape, then inserted into the coin slot and pulled to get a credit. Only worked for a short while, and then they changed the coin mechanism. I never saw anybody doing that. I used to play Golden Axe. Oh yeah, that's another one. Golden Axe. Yeah, that'd be a good one. WWF WrestleMania. I don't think I ever played that one. Did we play that one? I think. And Chase XQ. Yeah, Chase XQ was good. I think they had Chase XQ2 at the one I was at my local swimming leisure centre when I was a kid. Strange place for arcade machines, but used to have a quick go at swimming lessons. Yeah, they had in the leisure centre near me. They had sidearms. I don't know why, they only had one machine. It was sidearms, and that was when sidearms was really old. So that's weird. There was a Street Fighter machine in the pub near my school. I got caught truanting there times, including one time hilariously there were a bunch of teachers having a birthday party. Picked the wrong pub for that one. Yeah, I remember a pub that had one of those Sega Saturn machines in it. Was it a Sega Saturn or Dreamcast? I remember a pub having one of those in once. And I do remember there was a Street Fighter 2 machine that I never played because I never liked the game though. But everybody used to crowd around Street Fighter 2 like it was the best thing since sliced bread, and I just wasn't into it. Wasn't into that one. I want to build a visual pinball-based machine. Should be easier to maintain. Well, that's what I like about Pinball FX3 is it's just super easy. And they've got some like they've actually got options where you can like press a button and it changes it to like the animate graphics and do things that you didn't do on the normal table. But I prefer it just to like that one just the way it is. But for their own tables that they've made, like a bunch of Marvel ones and stuff, they've got all like crazy stuff going on. And there was the pinball for Windows, that was quite good. Was it did they have a Duke Nukem pinball as well? There's stories about the Windows pinball though. They had to take it out because it wasn't frame locked. So when Windows started, hardware was getting faster. They got pinball working. It was running at like 1,000,000 frames a second. So that's why they took it out, because it was just like basically broken. But I think somebody said they got it working in the end, but it was too late to get in the build. So it ended up being deleted from Windows. Well, not deleted, but they just never shipped with it again. But yeah, arcade machines were great, and they stopped. The arcade machines were great, and then they stopped. But yeah, I think RoboCop's one of the ones I'm probably be the most excited about. That and Snow Brothers, I think. But yeah, RoboCop was really good. In fact, the one we used to play the most, and I don't think it's in the Bury one, is it's a Japanese illegal import one called Ordine. We used to play that all the time, and that's the one I did finish on 1 credit, but it was really hard. It took a lot of practice, but in the end I did do it once. We finished it quite a few times in 2-player on 1 credit, which was a bit easier, but doing it on your own was pretty hard. So that was another one, but I don't think they've got that. It was one of those ones I never really understood at the time. The machine boots up and it says, this game is illegal outside of Japan. And I didn't realise they were basically, I think it was bootleg. I don't think it was a game that was ever released here, but it was in the arcade, and I was like, this is amazing. I love it. But that was a really good side-scrolling, like cutesy shoot 'em up. And all the text is in Japanese, so when you go in the shop, you just had to learn what stuff was. And then you'd know what to buy, but I've forgotten it all now. So when I go in the shop, I'll be like, what's this? Which is this? Some of it has pictures, but there's one shop you go in where you get a random reward, and it's just Japanese text. So you have to remember, or at least figure out what the Japanese text is, because you can say yes or no whether you want it or not, and it'll delete some of your power-ups if it's the wrong one. I miss the days when the arcade machines were far better than what you could have at home. Yeah, I think that's something that maybe people nowadays won't. Well, there's no arcades, so they won't get that. But you had your computer at home, even if it was an Amiga, it was like okay. Or if you had a Commodore 64, the graphics were okay, the games were fun. But when you went to the arcade, it was like you were entering a different world of like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like computers can do this now. And they were just using like the chips you had in your home computer, but they were just putting like 3 of them in and more memory and a big ROM and all that kind of stuff. So it was just really cool to see like, this is going to be like what home computers are going to be able to do this one day. And now they can, because obviously MAME can do it. But then eventually it did get to the point where your home computer was it was better than the arcade, wasn't it? And that was when it was like, what's the point in going to the arcade now? And it kind of killed it. And in fact, there was definitely a point where you went in an arcade and you were like, oh no, these games are really old and rubbish. And that's when you were like, I'll just play on my PlayStation or my PC or something. I've got a virtual pinball machine. Pinball FX3 works great on it. Oh, okay. So a virtual pinball machine's just a computer then, is it? Is that what that is? Is that how that works? I don't know what virtual pinball machine is then. Adventure Pinball is an odd game. It's story driven, quite fun though. Played it a lot on Windows 98. That sounds weird. Must be showing my age. My arcade days were Space Invaders, Galaxian, and Pac-Man. You are showing your age. I don't remember ever seeing like that stuff. Would have been not before my time, but was probably to me looked dated when I saw. If I'd seen RoboCop and then Pac-Man was next to it, I wouldn't be playing Pac-Man. I know it was like the most amazing game in the world. But yeah, I think Space Invaders. I did play Space Invaders. I remember playing that once. And the Star Wars arcade, that'd be a fun one to play. And I think those gun games like Operation Wolf would be good. But yeah, I don't think I ever played Pac-Man in the arcade. Again, because I wasn't really sold on it, because it was like there's much nicer things to look at. At one point, it was like the biggest arcade in the world, though, wasn't it? I remember Space Pinball Arcade. Arcade coin machine. Space Pinball. I don't know what that is. That sounds like that was the name of the Windows pinball, was it, or not? I like Japanese PC 8800 and PC 9800 games. I don't know what those are. I have no idea. Was that some kind of like games console they made? They have Space Invaders, Galaxian, and Pac-Man in Bury. There you go. Do they have Super Space Invaders? I remember Super Space Invaders, but it wasn't that great. It was just Space Invaders with better graphics, wasn't it? And yeah, I never got sold on Pac-Man. I'm not even sure if I ever saw a Pac-Man machine. I probably didn't. And Galaxian, I think I remember playing. I don't know if it was Galaxian, but there's a game on the BBC Micro that was very much Galaxian. Galaxian's the one where it's a bit like Space Invaders, isn't it? That was more fun though. I remember playing something like that. Oh, is it Gallagher? I'm thinking of Gallagher. Or whatever the equivalent was on the BBC Micro. I don't know if it was Gallagher. Mine's got a PC connected to it. It has 3 screens and plays like a real machine. Oh, right. Well, that's crazy. That is crazy. Loved playing Hypersports and Track and Field in the arcade. Yeah, I remember playing... there was a golf game in the arcade that had a trackball. I remember that. That was next to the Toki machine. That's when I started playing Toki. I've got that for the Amiga. The Amiga version, that's pretty good, actually. It's just the arcade game isn't super amazing, but I remember playing that in the arcade. Also, I think we used to play Mexico 86. There was a Mexico 86 arcade, and I don't know what year that came out. It probably didn't come out in 86, but it's like a little cartoony style football game, and that was quite good, I think. And then they replaced it with Italia 90, and that wasn't any good. I played Space Invaders on the tabletop arcade. It was a sit-down machine with a seat. Yeah, I've definitely never seen one of them, ever. Remember Mr. Pac-Man? I know of it, but I don't remember it because I've never seen one of those either. On an unrelated note, I have no idea why people buy bacon rashers when you can get the far cheaper, chunkier cooking bacon instead. I don't know anything as much about bacon as you do, apparently. I think people buy bacon rashers because it's like buying sliced breads just so you don't have to cut it. There you go. That's what I think about bacon. Today I want to play myself out. What? Oh, the one with the rollerball controller. What's the one with the rollerball controller? Golf game? Is that what you're talking about? Because yeah, there was a golf game with. Yeah, it did have like a trackball on it, and we used to spin it like crazy. Yeah, it wasn't really a trackball. It was like a ball mounted in a desk, which is a trackball really. But it was nice to play Time Crisis again, since even though I own it, it won't work on modern tellies. There you go. That's the kind of thing you go for, just because it's dead easy to play. I got so many blisters on my tiny hands playing the T-Can Mexico 86 game. Is that the one? That might be the one I'm thinking of. It was like a little cartoony football game, and all you could do was pass and chip and shoot. Was that it? Pass, chip, and shoot? That's all you could do. And it was like really, the graphics were quite good, and the game was like quite compact, so you could actually like see what the hell was going on. It wasn't like a big top-down football game. Oh, I don't know, mate. It's something different then. It wasn't top-down Mexico 86. Cooking bacon comes in chunks, so you don't need to cut it really. But I take your point. Oh, I don't know what cooking bacon is then. I have no idea what that is. I don't eat bacon. There you go. Shoot me. Don't eat bacon. Not anymore. Arkanoid was also a trackball game. Yeah, I'm not sure I ever saw Arkanoid in the arcade, actually. I remember playing that on home console, but never in the arcade. NEC had its own line of Japanese PCs, PC 8800, PC 9800. It used Intel processors, but was incompatible with IBM PCs. Many Japanese games were only developed for NEC PCs. Well, there you go. So is there a load of Japanese RPGs and crazy fighting games? Played on a table with a trackball. I don't know what that is. I have broken many joysticks in Amiga games. Yep, you've broken them deliberately, like smashing them into the floor. Hate this game! Which idiot developed this? What idiot developed this game? But yeah, arcades, they were great. I mean, I think the quality of games in the arcade was generally a lot better than what you got on home computer, wasn't it? There was quite a lot of shoddy ports and terrible games and budget games. And there was a lot of crud on home computer, let's face it. But arcade games, they were generally good, I would say. Like, even the ones you say I didn't like that one or didn't like that one, it's only because it probably wasn't your type of game. It was like, you know, Space Invaders was good, Pac-Man was good, even though I didn't play those that much. Yeah, there'd always be a game you'd prefer, but definitely nothing was rubbish, I would say. There was another Mexico 86 football game. It looked cartoony with side-on view like TV camera, a more typical camera angle, probably the one you're about. Yep, that's the one. Definitely looked cartoony. I could never get past the second match on that one. Yeah, I don't remember it being like, I remember just playing it a lot though. I don't know why. I think it's 2-player or whatever, but I think we got into playing that. I could get really far on the Tekken one. Is that Tekan? I don't know how you pronounce that. When my hand wasn't destroyed. I swear to the arcade joystick, I have 4 of them from back in the days. Not even one micro switch has ever broken. Micro switches are quite good for that kind of thing, aren't they? But yeah, I can't remember what with the other games. I think the first arcade game I ever saw, I think it was the first one I ever saw, was probably, it was something, it's called something weird like Joe's Revenge. I think I've talked about it before. It's something to Joe's Revenge. And it's a vertically scrolling helicopter game. Again, I don't remember it being amazing, but it was all right. Something to Joe's. It's just the Joe's Revenge thing. It's just so weird. Stupid name. Mr. Doe's Castle. Is it Mr. Doe or Mr. Do? I always used to call it Mr. Doe. Mr. Doe's Castle was good, but I was rubbish at it. Yeah. There's so many good games, you see. It's like when people talk about these, like, yeah, there's this game and this game and this game. But then when you talk about home computer games, it's like, oh, this was rubbish. This was rubbish. I mean, because you look at that Menace game, that's basically the same time as R-Type. And R-Type's like, it is definitely levels above that. But I think that Menace probably did quite well. It probably did all right. So many good games. I think that's when I got into pinball because the guy from the computer store, there was a pinball machine in there. We weren't that interested in it, and then we thought we had a go. And we're like, well, this isn't very good. And then the guy from the computer shop came in. He was dead into pinball. He owned a pinball machine and everything, and he had a game of it. And he was just amazing at pinball, and that's what kind of got us to look at it. It goes, wait a minute, how come he's good at this and we're not? And that's when we realised it's not all about just hammering the ball. There's a lot more to it than that, and that's when we realised. And he was trying to work out the game. Well, where do you have to shoot this? Where does this go? And yeah, he like beat our score by about 50 times, and we were like, and he'd never even played the game before, and we were like, oh, we're rubbish at pinball, and maybe we should like look at how to play this. And then yeah, a lot of the pinball machines I wasn't that interested in because they were older. But yeah, I don't know why that white water one, I just got obsessed with that one. I thought it was really good. It just had lots of ramps to shoot wherever you were, so you didn't feel like you were randomly hacking the ball up the table. I loved Mr. Do's or Mr. Doe's Castle, but I was also rubbish at it. Did you ever play any light gun games? I actually, I remember playing a few games of Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt, and I remember playing It's House of the Dead a few times. I think I played that in a few places. House of the Dead. But I've got more memory playing Typing of the Dead now than House of the Dead. Yeah, Typing of the Dead is the game. We played quite a lot of that on the PC at one point, House of the Dead. But not many places had the gun games, I remember. The light gun games, but they were fun. You really had to explore pinball games. Yeah, you do. You've got to like learn the game. It looks like it's just like I just whacked the ball, but it's not that. You have to, if you want to get a higher score and do the things in the game, you've got to actually work out like, how do I do all these things in the game? Like, what do I have to light this, and how does that, and how do I start the multi-ball, and what does this flipper do, and how do I get bonuses, and stuff like that. It's like a pinball game is like a bunch of mini games, isn't it? Really. It's like loads of little mini games. It's not just whack it into things and get score. It's like, how do I launch this mini game? And when I do launch the mini game, what do I have to do? It's like multi-ball is one of the mini games. Like, okay, when the multi-ball starts, where's the jackpot? How do I get it? Like that Whitewater's got a way of getting triple jackpots. So you can, like, if you shoot 3 jackpots right at the start without missing, you get triple jackpots, and all the jackpots after that are tripled. So it's like loads of things you have to know. It also has a 5 times score modifier, which you can get during the multi-ball. And because you can get a triple jackpot, you can get a 15 times jackpot. It's just silly things like that you can do, that you can work out. Like, I can get a 15 times jackpot every time I shoot one. But it takes a lot of doing. When I was little, I loved playing Lemmings on the Amiga. Oh yeah, well, who didn't? I mean, that's the other thing. In fact, did you see the RMC video recently? They tried to make a Lemmings arcade. They tried to make a Lemmings. They tried to port it back into the arcade because it had been so successful on home computer that they were like, let's put this in the arcade. And they made an arcade machine of Lemmings. And he showed the arcade machine working. It was really weird. I was like, I can't believe it. They never actually released it though. Couldn't believe it. Tekhan was the name of the developer. Yeah, so Tekhan was it. I think they eventually became Tecmo. Oh, okay. Tecmo are the Double Dragon people, aren't they, and stuff. What's T-Gun? T-Gun from my Binatone Pong machine. You just shot a moving white square on the tally. It was rubbish. Wonky Robot says, hello world. Hello world. I had a light gun for my Binatone Pong machine. Okay. Right. I didn't know there was a Binatone Pong machine. Is that the original Pong or something? I thought, what was the original Pong on? That can't be the original Pong, can it? Why would you have a light gun for a Pong machine? That's weird. Like the nightmare table in Pinball Dreams, once you spell graveyard, you're in for massive bonuses. I got past 5 billion points for spelling it twice in the same run. There you go. Yep, it's that kind of stuff. You're like, how do I spell this? How do I do that? Adam's Family is about lighting all the bits in the mansion, and then you start that each one of the mansion rooms is like a mini game that I can't remember any of them now. But there's all stuff like that. I think so. What Whitewater's got is it's got five or six, like what they call whirlpool awards, where you have to like shoot a ramp and then shoot into the whirlpool, and then that'll give you like, one of them's a 2-ball multi-ball that you get little jackpots. One of them's like one of those ones where you got to shoot the flashing light before the timer goes up, and the quicker you shoot it, the more points you get. One of them's the 5 times playfield. One of them's a random award. I can't remember what the rest are. What's the other ones? Like the extra ball, that's one of them. So there's like loads of stuff like that you can learn. In fact, I got so good at Whitewater in the arcade that I used to put 1 credit in, and because you can earn credits in pinball, which isn't something you ever could really do in arcade, but in pinball it's like, well, you can earn a credit if you got a certain score, couldn't you? I think you could earn credits. I'm sure you could. You didn't just get an extra ball. Yeah, it was like you could earn an extra credit if you got enough score. I think so. And I remember leaving the table once where I put 1 credit in and left the table with 5 credits in because I played it for like half an hour. I was like, I'm done now, but there's 5 credits for the next person who turns up. Oh, and you could get a random game, like at the end of the game, they'd have a 1 in 10 chance of you getting another credit. That was one of the things as well. I remember those Binatone TV games consoles being sold in Asda. Crazy. Right, I'll leave the music on. I'll put the big chat on. I'm gonna go refresh my drink, and then we'll when I come back, we'll do some. We'll do what we came here to do, which is the spitting contest. Good old spitting contest. There are new light guns that work on modern screens. How do they do that? Nintendo Zapper gun. Oh yeah, there's the Duck Hunt. Good old Duck Hunt. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Who's the oldest in here? I'm 59. Wow. Wow, that's like super ancient. Do these also work with light? I'm 34. 34? You're like a baby. Everyone's giving their age away. You're a baby. You're ancient. I'm 30 hex. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well. I'm not sure how they work, just know they exist. Oh, that's crazy. 44 in a couple of weeks. According to my stats on YouTube, everybody is like 40 to 50 or whatever, around that age. And everybody's a man. There you go. There are 0 women who watch my channel. It might be like 0.01% or something. It's not even that. I'm 32. I'm from the same year as my A1200. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. I need more RAM memory for my brain. Well, you're going to have to work with what you got. Haven't seen Mark for a few weeks. I think he's got a bit upset with us last time when I was here. When he tried to tell us Jack and Rose were fictional characters in Titanic and we put him straight. Well, it's definitely a documentary. I was talking about Titanic last night, actually, because I met somebody and they was I don't know why we started talking about Titanic, but she's not seen Titanic. I was like, what? She said, but I've seen all the memes and stuff. It's like, yeah, but that's not the film, is it? That's not the film. Right, I think we've got to boot Workbench 2. So this goes off, I'm afraid. And yeah. But yeah, who's to say that Jack and Rose weren't real? I don't know. Could be real. These are real to me. I just installed a new Indivision AG8 Mark III. It's so crisp. It's so crisp. There you go. Hope he hasn't fallen out. He'll be fine. He'll come back. He'll come back. If we need any fact checking, he can do it for us. The Sinden light gun draws a white border around the screen and then uses the camera to track it. Ah. And compute the transformation to infer the location of the target. That is interesting. That is interesting. I hadn't seen it either. I don't want to see it. Oh, you've not seen Titanic? What? What? It's one of the greatest movies ever made. It is a really good movie. I watched it not long ago. I remember because I hadn't watched it for decades. I thought I'm going to watch this again because I've been learning all about the Titanic. I think it was after that. It's actually that Titan sub that made me want to watch it again because I've been learning all about the Titanic because of that Titan sub exploded. And I watched Titanic again, and yeah, it was really good. I like hearing floppy disk loading. Yeah, it does quite a bit of loading on that Workbench 2, doesn't it? Right, we are in Workbench 2, but now we can run Monkey Island 2. Let's set the date. Oh, I typed Dave. It's 1978. Did anybody know it was going to be 6th of February 1978? They did not know that, did they? Don't spoil the end. Does it sync? It's not. It doesn't sync at the end. I'm sorry to say. It does not sync at the end. It syncs about halfway through the movie. So that's not a spoiler. It's not the end of the movie when you see that. What can I say? That was what I said last night. I said, by the way, spoiler, it syncs. It syncs. It's 20th of March, and it's not 78, it's 24. I wonder if any of that works, really. God, it's 16 minutes past 10. I've not even started the game yet. We don't need to assign any things or anything, do we? Yeah, just in case, just for the save game, really, that. 1978, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Amy Winehouse film. I have not seen the Amy Winehouse film. There you go. Does the ship sing? Oh, I've got to do the lame-o copy. Got to do the Lame copy. It's in here. It's in this box. Lame copy. I didn't want to watch Titanic either, but traded in for making my then girlfriend watch The Rise of Skywalker. I actually liked Titanic. She wasn't as happy with the trade as I was. I think, I think you did well out of that because Titanic's way better than Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah, she did all right. It's definitely a really good movie. What can I say? What am I picking here off this list? What is this thing? Can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's I don't know. So, recipe for worms. It's 11 dead cats. Can I use the number pad? Yes, I can. 11 dead cats and 52 owl pellets. And shake well. Rise of Skywalker. What were you thinking? Is Rise of Skywalker is that the first one? The first prequel? Which one's Rise of Skywalker? I don't even know. I don't even know which one that is. The last one. Oh, is that the one with is that the somehow Palpatine has come back? Why 1978? I would expect Epoch Times in 1970. I've no idea. I've no idea why it's done that. I mean, I don't know if the time can be saved on the disc. It might be saved on that disc. I want to hear some music. Do we not get to hear the music until it's played this intro out? No idea. Yeah, 78. My this Amiga hasn't got a real-time clock in, so when you boot the hard disk one, it comes up at something in 2020. Well, I think that's when it was installed. Here's the music. It's the only bit of music we're going to get for a while, probably. Remember, the monkeys are listening. And it goes a bit crazy in headphones, this one. It goes, whoa. The bleepy music starts after the music. It's just so weird, this bit. It's just crazy. Free Pub reminded me of an actor, Aaron Eckhart, for a moment while hanging from that rope. The guy played Harvey Two-Face in the Batman films. Oh, right. That's him. We don't have to watch this, we can skip it, but, you know. Dee 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 dee. Massive chin. And two faces. There we go. Can I? There we go. We can load this now. I think we're going to be right at the spitting. Hey, see, spitting. There we are. Pirate spit contest. There we go. Everybody has the necessary equipment. A great day for... What was that? What was that? Did I hear somebody swallow? What a waste. You think spitting is gross? I'll tell you what's gross. Swallowing the stuff is gross. Got a point. Turn a disgusting habit into a prestige winning skill. Thousands will spit, hundreds will win. What? Who is this person? Spitmaster. If Blackbeard were here right now, he'd shoot you all. I am going to talk to the Spitmaster. Oh, I've forgotten about all this stuff I've got. I picked this up last time, didn't I? The crazy straw, the yellow drink, the blue drink, and the red drink. Spitting it is. I had a friend everyone used to call Chinny. He died not too long ago. What? What? Chinny? My brain goes off into some strange places. It does, but there you go. We did talk about the chin. So there's your reference. Here's the spitting contest. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, let's expectorate. Valuable prizes. I know you want to volunteer. Right, let's have a go. It's on the tip of your tongue. I'm going to talk to the Spitmaster. Even a child can do it. I'll give it a try. Okay. Settle down, folks. This kid looks like a serious contender. Oh, I get to pick my name. Yes, I went from Threepwood to Chinny in about 3 moves. Well, 7 degrees of separation from everything, isn't there? Music sounds weird with the stereo on my new laptop. It really separates the channels left and right. Sound quality is Great, though, as it should be with Bang & Olufsen speakers. Well, I've got headphones in and it's totally separate, so it's a bit crazy. I do remember back in the day, I used to put my Amiga through a little mixer and I used to slightly pan the channels, but I think that's sacrilege. You should have it like proper hard pan now. Hard pan for the win. What's my name going to be? Juicius Maximus III. While they call me the Phlegm Master, I am, of course, Captain Loogie. Or, whoops, that's obviously the leave one. I thought this was Croquet. Well, Captain Loogie. The Loogster. Lugarama, what? Hocking the big ones for fame and fortune. Spit away. Do I get to do this? Okay, right. What? Patooey. Hook. Swish, swish. I think I'm going to go Patooey. He just triples out. Oh my god. Gee, that's too bad. Give him a big hand anyway. At least he tried. Okay. That didn't work. I always listen with earbuds in, always get the full panning effect. Yeah. So let's try. We need to spit further than that. Can we use some of this drink? It's a yellow drink in a broken glass. I take it you won't drink that because it's in the broken glass. Use yellow drink with fault line. Ooh. Fault line? Let's look at the fault line. I'm using the yellow drink with the fault line. That doesn't seem to work. I've got open. Oh, let's have a look at the fault line. What? Oh. If you look at the fault line, he starts the contest. Let's try hook. Oh, he didn't do it. Oh. Oh, right, okay. So you have to do some of those things first. Doesn't quite qualify. Right, let's try that again. I think it deserved... They're giving me applause for that. I thought they were going to spit, but they weren't. Use the rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle. Yeah, nice one. Well, let's try that again. Let's walk to the fault line. There we go. Captain Loogie. He's going to call me Captain Loogie forever now. So I assume I've got to do all these things. Swish, swish. Hook. Chip. And then Patooey. Oh. I didn't make it. So I still didn't qualify. Is that the qualification line, that green one there? And they gave me a little round of applause. Right, let's try the... use crazy straw with yellow drink. Nope. Yuck. Why can't I drink the drink? Right, hang on. Can I mix these drinks? Oh! Green drink. Can I not use the crazy straw with this? Boy, this stuff makes my spit thick. Don't let the grass wither up and die. Right, okay. Have I just used that now? Did I drink it or not? Did that work? Swish. Hook. Hook. Patooey. Oh, yeah. A surprise turnaround in performance. 3rd place. Oh, nice. What's my prize for 3rd place? Nothing. Oh, I can move the flags. 3rd place. Oh, it's telling me. 2nd place. And 1st place. Can I cheat in this contest? Can I pick up the flags? Cheat with everyone watching. No. No, I can't. So can I mix these as well? Can I mix these drinks? Oh, I've made a brown drink. Let's try that. Yuck. Don't mix with the red drink. I already did it. I already did it. Uh-oh. Well, there's a solution for that. Look. We've literally done nothing. There you go. There you go. But, I mean, the green drink only got me so far, so... Yeah. Can I use the straw with the red drink? He doesn't want to drink the red drink. This stuff makes my spit thick. Cheat with everyone watching. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, shall I be Juicius Maximus this time? I think I've just realised something. Hang on. Maybe. Have I just realised something? I need to do this, 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 and is there a gust of wind? Yes, there is. Oh, what? What happened there? Did I wait too long? Maybe a little over max on the juice there. Yeah, the woman's cape is moving, isn't it? So that's when I've got to spit with the wind. I thought I used this crazy straw with the green drink. Right. Do this. Do this. Do this. And then I've got to wait for her cape, I think. There we go. Whoa. There we go. 2nd place. Deserves a little applause. Too bad there are only prizes for 1st place. Better luck next time. How do I get 1st place? The whole world loves a spitting contest. I didn't quite... Why did I not make 1st place, though? Can I go over here? I can. Oh. But that just leaves. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I going? That's the wrong way. It's over here, isn't it? I need to win the spitting contest. Well, else have I got in here? Circus tickets. Gorilla envelope. Blow your horn. Have you already worked? Blow your horn. You've already worked out the bit after. What on? You mean blow the horn here? I've already done the bit. You mean do it here, or do you mean do it where the guy's waiting for the ship? Whoa. Does that still work here? Oh, that. So she's gone now. That. False alarm. Okay, right, I get it. I get it. Yeah, because she does run over. I didn't realise that was the spitting contest person. He swapped him. Nice work. He's just got a big grin on his face. Yeah, I forgot that she runs over whenever the mailboat comes. Right. Okay. Spitting. We need to... Do we need to use the crazy straw again? Or not? I don't know. Ah, now I understand your banner for the stream. Spitting contest. Yep. Spit away. Come on, I need to wait for the wind. Or do I even need the wind anymore? I think I do. Spit. Oh, she said it. Well, no records here. What? Second place? What? Didn't we just move those? Oh, did I not get the... Did I not get the wind on that one? Who is the best at spitting? Juiciest Maximus. She's going to call me that forever. He or she. Is it he or she? I don't know. I think I might have missed the wind. I'm not sure. Come on. Oh, that's it. That's the one. Sports fans, we've seen something incredible here today. Let me congratulate you and give you this fine commemorative plaque. Way to go, Juicius. Give him a hand. There are plenty more prizes for the rest of you. How about it, gang? What did I get? Spit plaque. It's a plaque with an old looking gob of something on it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I missed the wind. I think I did, yeah. Didn't quite get far enough. Swallowing that stuff is gross. Well, I've got a spit plaque. That's what we know. I've also got Jojo the monkey. I'll treasure it always. Does he actually? He doesn't say that, but he does say that about other stuff, I think. I've forgotten what this other stuff we've got. Invitation, what's this for? Mardi Gras Island blowout. Oh yeah, we've got to bring your costume. Yep. I've still got to get the costume. This is the problem now. I don't remember what I'm doing. Well, I thought we were going to get quite far with the spits, but I've not really got anywhere. First place. Nice. Oh, I didn't want to start the... Oh, what? Only one plaque to a spitter. It's a great day. What, can you actually... Can you actually enter the competition again? Sorry, kid. Oh, only one plaque to a spitter. Okay, all right, I get it. I get it. I can't really do anything else in here. Is there anything else? Spitmaster? I haven't talked to the Spitmaster yet. Oh, I can't say anything to Spitmaster now. Well, Pirates spit contest. That's what it says. Well, I thought we were going to really get somewhere, but we didn't. We just got... I'll save over spitting, because we've done that now. Right, what we're going to do now, I've got an empty drinking mug that's broken. What's the next thing? This guy gets the... Was that the only reason to do the ship's horn, though? He fires that. Maybe that's the mailboat. That ought to do it. Oh, he doesn't run over anymore. I don't know what to do now. Please rent me a costume. I can't remember what I've got to do for the costume. We don't have any more costumes. I'm going to have to steal a ticket or something. I'll come back later. See, I'm going to have to talk to everyone again because I can't remember what to do. Could I have one of those leaflets? These things cost money. I'm interested in chartering a ship. Oh. 6,000 pieces of 8. Don't you think that's a bit high? No, I don't. I'm having to talk to people again now because I don't remember what to do. Only 6,000 pieces of 8. Right, it's not the costume shop. Let's go see Stan again, see what he wanted. I can't remember what Stan wanted. Oh, we can get in that coffin, but we've got to distract him. Could you show me that coffin again? This is the coffin distraction. I don't think there's anything I can do here. I think we need to nail it shut, don't we? But we don't have the nails. I've only got... Oh, I've got pins. Nope. This coffin has a beverage holder. Beverage. Right. Let's keep going. For some reason, I thought the spitting contest was going to really reveal what I had to do next, but I haven't got a clue now. All I've got is a spit plaque. Maybe the spitting contest is completely optional. Uh-oh. I didn't want to go in there. Maybe we'll go to a different island. And I don't remember which island we're on. This is the island we're on, isn't it? Yep. Hi, Breedeman. Hi. Should I... Actually, let's go back. Let's just go back to here. Let's see what else is on this island to do. Don't need to talk to him. What else have we got here? Dredge ship. That's the place we're at. There's the cliff. Let's go look at the cliff again. The spitting contest isn't optional. Well, I've done it now. I've done it. I just don't know why I did it. The spitting contest. It's done. Well, I can't remember what else I've got to do. I've got the big tree and the mansion. I don't know if we've done the mansion. Let's just have a quick look at the big tree. You can double tap to go faster, can you, or not? Head towards the mansion. I'll just have a look at the big tree. I'm sure I had a... You can pick up this plank, I think. Looks like a plank stuck in a hole in a tree. You can pick up the plank and move it. That's all I know about that. There's nothing else I can put in there, is there? There's a stick. That doesn't seem to work. Well-polished saw. Let's try and saw the tree down. Oh, hang on. I don't think I should cut that. You need the paddle. Paddle? Is that? Oh, is it a paddle? Is that what it is? Well, I'll take it. Doesn't look like a paddle. It looks a bit weird. Oh. I can't go in the outhouse. I can just open it and not do anything with it. Well, let's head towards the mansion. The paddle and the plank. The paddle? Was there a paddle there? I didn't see that. I thought you were talking about the plank. Are you saying there's a paddle on the screen? If you're saying paddle. Oh, it's in the mansion. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. It's not at the guard kiosk. This dude. He's the one with the costume, isn't he? You mentioned a party? Oh yeah, did you bring a costume and invitation? I've got my invitation. He wants a costume. Do you have a costume? No. Is he not going to let me in? He's not going to let me past. I don't think you can go straight to the mansion, can you? Or can you? No. Can't get in the mansion. Because I need the costume. There you go. No costume, no mansion. Talk to him again. This guy. He just wants me to have the costume. Costume is reserved. No, I just get this is my costume. There must be something you've got to do. There must be something you've got to do. The costume guy won't give me a costume. So... Oh, whoops, didn't want to go there. It's been a long time, yeah. I don't remember any of it. Don't remember a thing. Yeah, I'll show you the costume guy. He just says, I've got to have a costume. Hang on. Look at this juicy crowd. So this is the costume guy. He just wants a ticket, I think. Let's have a look. He wants... Excuse me? Yeah, rent me a costume. What? Please rent me a costume. We don't have any more costumes. So I'll need the reservation for one of those. He said they're all reserved for the people going to the party. I wonder if I can show him the invitation. Ah, you have a costume on reserve. That's a different story. Aha. The costume is right over here. Oh my god, that actually worked. Oh my god. You'll be the talk of the party in this. Enjoy your costume. I'm surprised he didn't look at the camera there. It's a dress. What a beautiful dress. I've got a dress. That hat you have, maybe it'll do something for you if you use it. I don't. What hat have I got? I've got a pirate hat, haven't I? He won't put it on though. And he's got a thing about light. Whoops. Let's try and put the dress on. I don't want to wear this right now. Let's go talk to the other guy. Maybe I'll just show him that I've got a dress. Oh, I didn't want to go there. Well, I've got my costume. Why did I need to win the spitting contest? I can't remember. Do you know what? I am wondering if I've ever played this game, because none of this is coming back to me at all. None of it. May never have played this game. Right, party. He's still not going to let me in, is he? I have my costume right here. Better put it on. You'll have to try and restrain yourself. Oh my god. The boots are a nice touch. Okay, I guess you can go through. Nice. I'm wearing a dress. There you go. It's official. I'm wearing a pink party dress. Did you know that was going to happen? Right, where the devil? Is there anything on the screen that I can go to? Where's he going? Down here. It's a bit weird. I didn't know that's how this is working. Keep going. Oh, here we go. Scrolling. Where are we? They had to animate Guybrush through all these different sizes in the foreground and background. There's the mansion. Who's this dude? Oh, hello. Let's talk to the gardener. Oh, he's not interested. What a cute little thing. The dog. Oh, it's the side of the house? Okay. I am walking around someone's house in a pink party dress. Yeah, I don't think I played this game. I don't remember any of this. Garbage can. Garbage day. It's a beat up metal trash can. Uh-oh. Don't mess with the governor's cans. Who do you think you are? Don't even think about going in there. What? close the door. Transient hooligan. And so I've got him out of the... I don't even know what I've done. I've got him out of here. And I think I should have done. Is he going back in? He's gone back in. Empty boxes. They reek of fish. It reeks of fish. So I can annoy that guy with the garbage can. Guybrush became a drag queen. The things you do to enter a party. Well, sometimes you just got to do what you've got to do. He's got a bloody knife in his hand. Can I talk to this guy? Hey, he's run off. He's absolutely... He just ran off. That's weird. Bothering innocent trash. What? No parley anglaise, I said scram. Every time I talk to him, he runs off a bit. Oh, now I can't do anything. Come back here, I'm not done yet. Do I have to like leg it around the house or something? Is this how it's going to work? He's literally following me around the house. There we go. We got in. Can I lock it? Is he just going to come back in a minute, though? I picked up a fish. I've got a fish. I've actually got a fish. I don't know if I needed a fish. Oh, can I get more fish? I don't think I need any more fish. Yeah, it's like, what else can I do in here? Nothing. There's actually nothing in here but the fish. That's it. Nothing else to do in here. Well, I stole a fish. There you are. Make yourself scarce. Right. I'll beat you like an egg. Punk. He called me a punk. Well, I've stolen a fish. Right, is he not going to let... Is this dog not going to let me in the door? The Great Fish Robbery. 1717. Oh my word. I mean, there's your screenshot for the game. It's like, what is going on? Got party music. Party guest. Oh, there's the map. We need that map. Hey, look, these two are snogging. On the stairs, of all places. Get a room. Nice mask. Nice costume. Not your usual larger-than-life Mardi Gras head. Oh, yeah. Nope. Probably saved a lot on materials. Not that paper mache is very expensive. Do you mean paper mache? Yeah, whatever. What did I read? I didn't read it like that. Don't imagine that it's very expensive at all. Still, you must have saved a bundle. I never scrimp when it comes to the holidays. We've got this crazy music in here. I didn't mean that you were cheap. Parties and balls are my life. I just meant Making gay is the only purpose I can find in my wretched well-to-do life. I'm sure it must be hard. You say my costume looks cheap. It looks great. What are they talking about? It's not what you said before. I said it just looks subtle. Can't we just drop the subject? Yeah. Crazy. I want this map. It looks like part of the map to Big Whoop. Let's have it. I'm not going to be able to pick this up, am I? I totally just picked it up. Alright, I got the first piece of the map. Try the fish. Some party, eh? Hear the one about the polar bear with the hair lip? Yeah, last week. Well, you know, yeah. How's work? Same old, same old. Like the music? It's alright. Where'd you get that costume? I wore it last year. Can I get you a refill? I'm fine. It's like really bad chat-up lines. Pretty good turnout. Yep. Heard any new jokes? Not in months. Gotta get the recipe for that fish. Oh yeah. Cheap sexual innuendo. Mindless retort. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Where'd you get... Oh, this is just gonna repeat now. It's repeating, is it? This is pretty good. It's just literally just like really nonsense stuff. Let's have a look at the fish. Looks like I'm too late for hors d'oeuvres. Let's pick up the bones. Too late, they're already picked clean. Can I put the fish? No, I can't put the fish on the table. Oh, yeah, I can't pick up the bones. They're already picked clean. Can't believe it just gave me the map. Dame's Guybrush. I thought there'd be some here. What? In these costumes you can tell. There might be some babes here. What can we do about it? We'll just ask. What, are you nuts? I guess you're right. Mardi Gras sure is tough on us swingers. I'll drink to that. Hey, drink it. He does drink. Can I talk to this guy? They seem to be enjoying the party. Pretty good turnout. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yep. Try the fish. Yeah, I almost choked on a bone. Cheap sexual innuendo. Mindless retort. Can I get you a refill? You're not getting away with that map. Maybe you need to cook the fish you've got and replace it with the bones on the plate. I don't know. I can't get by the people on these. I can't go upstairs. Oh, look at this. Ah, look, there's the map. It's got a fish on it. That would have been like 6 disc swaps just to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything else I can do in here. Unless I can go over here. No. They won't let me upstairs. Is this where you think they're not going to let me out? They've let me out. I don't know why I'd want to replace the fish, though. I can't use the fish with that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's give the fish to the dog. Oh. Well, let me do that. Smell something? Oh. What? What's the matter there, Guybrush? Oh, what's going on here? Did I try and talk to the dog? Oh, the dog won't let me. Nothing a big hug you wouldn't cure. I was talking to the dog. Who are you? She named her dog Guybrush. Yeah, I don't get it either. Not much of a name, if you ask me. She says because he's dumb and helpless and keeps getting in the way. Be sure you can sniff out the governor's possessions. Oh no, I did think it was too easy. I know you're saying it, but yeah. Try and catch me, old man. Oh, what? Oh, he did catch me. And my pants have fallen down. Look out for that rake. Governor, I caught one of your party guests making off with your grandfather's map. Another would-be treasure hunter. Oh, bring him in. This is like a cutscene now, isn't it? So, Guybrush Threepwood. The one and only to change the music. Of all the parties and all the houses on all the islands of the Caribbean, you had to crash mine. It's destiny, honey cakes. Don't talk to me. Snugglepuss. Get lost. Punky Doodle. I'm warning you. Pooper Dooper. Maybe I should go rake the back 40. Look at us together again. Boy, haven't we been like this since... We haven't been like this since I quit my job and moved away without leaving a forwarding address. Was that what happened? Gee, I thought, can't you take a hint? We were a mistake. I thought we had an agreement. This is brilliant. To get the people away from the stairs so you can get up there. Oh, I see. Yeah, the humor is great. Yes. Hi, Dave. Bit late. Yep, you're a bit late, but we haven't done that much actually. Did the spitting contest, and I've just been to a party in a pink dress and stolen a map. Has he taken the map off me? I don't know. Still ignoring fashion. Good for you. My life's been meaningless without you. You're the governor of my heart, baby. Let's try that one. Same old Guybrush. LeChuck's alive and I need your help to fight him. That's a good one. Can't you take a hint? If you won't take me back, just kill me now. So tell me, you and the gardener, eh? So much for a pleasant attitude. Is that a new blouse? What is all this rubbish? Sorry, Threep, I don't play those games anymore. I've got a feeling someone needs a big sloppy kiss. I see you as charming as ever. Those other women meant nothing to me. Have you been forwarding all my mail? Yeah, right. I'm waiting for your apology. That's a good one. It wasn't very pleasant. Oh, I can see the paddle, but I can't get it. Yeah. I've decided to let you come back to me. That's a good one. Maybe you better leave. Please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. You know, I do have work to do. Great. See you again. Is there any food in this dump? Great to see you again. Is there any food in this dump? I'm warning you, you're getting on my nerves. Is it my imagination, or have you gained weight? I've had enough. Get your mangy hide out of my house. I think I might have upset her. Oh, I'm upstairs though now. And the snoggers have gone. I can go upstairs now. That was a good bit of banter though, wasn't it? Oh, so I can't do anything in this room. That's what? Yeah. I should warn you, I cancelled the boat insurance. There's so many of these lines. I don't think there's anything I can do in here at all. Other than there are other fish in the sea. Even fish have standards. So I still can't leave, is that right? With the map. Oh, the map's gone. They've taken the map off me. God damn you, I had that chunk of map. I was doing great. It sure is big. So the dog's happy with me now, but I don't know where the map's gone. Go back and be nice. I thought I was being nice. Try to pick up the dog. I'll do that in a minute. Doesn't look like it's a lap dog. Let's go and be nice. Okay, here we go. I jump out that window to prove my love. That one? Oh, really? Life without using endless nightmare. So who's the father? Real scorch. It's just ridiculous. I'm being nice, all right. Pathetic. You were right, I was a buffoon and a weenie. Which one is it? Come on, let me buy you a grog. Or you were right, I was a buffoon and a weenie. I'm being nice. Do you really expect me to fall for that? My soul is sick. This one? Oh, please. I like what you've done with your hair. Can you give her the map? A map. I can't do anything other than this dialogue. I'm being nice. My life's been meaningless lately. It's Mark Stevenson. Hello. You're getting warmer. Won't you at least give me a second chance? There we go. That's not the most stupid thing you've ever said. Oh, I am getting warmer. So should it be... I'll win you back if it's the last thing I do, or maybe we should talk about this. Let's try that. Go tell it to your mama. May lightning strike me if I bear false intentions. Hi Dave, had an accident. Who's had an accident? You've had an accident or I've had an accident? But there's something about your weakness and ineptitude that I find infectious. Does that mean you're going to let me have the map? The map? Is that what this is all about? I should have known better. Guybrush, you blew it. She's throwing the map out the window. It's flying. It's literally flying. You'd better go out and get it. Oh, damn you. Guybrush, you mess everything up. You had an accident, you've fallen down the stairs. How bad is it? Do you still have the use of your legs? Oh, you broke your collarbone. Oh no. Go back and pick up the oar. Okay. I've broken my collarbone before. That's not fun. That's not fun. Did you have to have surgery? She's gone. I'm in the collarbone camp. I don't know if you can tell actually, but just while we're on it, where's the? Here we go. Maybe you can tell. Let's see if I can get this microphone out of the way. Let me get the microphone out of the way. This shoulder is lower than this one, and why is that? Because I broke it once. So I'm joining you in the Broken Collarbone Club. I've been there, done that. Bit yet, not yet, Dave. What? Are you going to have surgery on it though? I didn't have to have surgery on mine. They didn't have to pin it or anything. Sherlock broke his last year. There you go. Join the club. Anybody else in the club? In the collarbone club. It's pretty easy to break that thing. Ooh, there's a chest in here as well. And a changing screen and a coat. Oh, there's loads of stuff in here. It bloody hurts. Yeah, it does. You can't support the weight of your own arm, can you? You have to have a thing around your neck so it supports your arm like that. And everybody says to you, this is what you get now, right? Just remember, this is what you're going to get. Everyone can say, what's wrong with your arm? And you have to go, it's not my bloody arm, it's my collarbone. It's like, unless people have broken it before, and they'll know, because they can see that when you've got it around your neck, that it's like you're supporting, you're not like you've not got it on that shoulder, you're supporting that shoulder. It does bloody hurt. I can verify that it really bloody hurts. Fell down the stairs, lol. Been through the same thing with a collarbone. There you go, Lassiter's done the same thing. We are in the club. Welcome to the club. Have you ever broken your collarbone before? Well, you have now. Yep. It's not fun. So, surgery or no surgery? Because I didn't have to have surgery on mine. It was kind of like, it's a little bit snapped. It was a little bit snapped. It wasn't completely snapped. It was broken. Proper broken. Ooh, there's a mirror as well. So let's look at the coat. Man, she has shoulder pads and everything. You don't know yet. Well, is it... if you had an x-ray, is it proper snapped in half or not? If it's snapped in half, it's probably surgery. That's my guess anyway, but mine wasn't, so it didn't need it. Let's pick up the coat. I think I'm wearing enough women's clothes right now. Uh-huh. Nothing back here. Can I change into my own clothes? I'd like to, but I'd better stay in costume. Hey, it's Zonka Harris in a dress. What? What's Zonka Harris? Comfy. Better not muss up Elaine's sheets. There's a bust. I had some guys talking about Marley's bust. This must be it. Oh, it's a joke. Don't know if you need surgery. Oh, Sherlock says take the oil. I'm getting to the oil, don't worry. It's come away from the other bone. Oh dear. That's not fun. That sounds worse than what I did. Mine wasn't broken either. Not much. Yeah, not much. It's broken. But it got dislocated and still is. Oh, right. And I'm going through a divorce. Oh my god. What's the good news? Have you got any good news? Well, there you go. I'm not joining you in the divorce club, but I'm joining you in the collarbone club. I can tell you, it is bloody painful. As can other people. But you will recover. What did that say? It's impolite to stare at a woman's chest. Okay. We've got the bust and the chest, you see. It's a porcelain replica of his chest. He doesn't like porcelain. I hate that knick-knacky junk. Uh-huh. Doesn't seem to work. Did I try opening it? It's a replica, so it doesn't open. He hates porcelain though. Oh, is that in the third game he does the porcelain? I'd rather fall down the stairs than go through a divorce. There you go. My wife said I was on the computer too much. Well, clearly. She doesn't understand how exciting the computer is. Clearly. Clearly she doesn't understand you. I'm going to get the ore. Oh, can I look at the ore first? Central Caribbean School for Governors. Crew 67. Mark, me old mucker. Good to see you here. All wives say that. There you go. Sorry about your mishap. Yep. Well, it happens to the best of us. How did you end up falling down the stairs? Were you drunk? That's a question. Were you drunk? Because I know somebody who fell down the stairs when they were drunk and they ended up with you know those things that go around your head and pin you because he broke his spine and he ended up with one of those head braces that you can't move for 6 months because he was drunk and he forgot where the stairs were and he got up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet and ended up at the bottom of the stairs. So it can always be worse. Let's pick up the ore. I've got the ore. Maybe she won't miss this old thing. Can I jump out the window? Oh, I can close it and open it. That's interesting. I can see the map fluttering around in the front yard. Let's go get it. Let's go get that thing. Let's save it in here. Map 1. There we go. That's an interesting name. Pick up ore and leave the mansion. It's like, come on, John, pick up the ore and leave the mansion. I'm doing it. I am doing it. In my dress. I'm doing it in my dress. Better leave these guys where they are. Let's go get that thing. Oh, here it is. Why did I need the fish, though? Oh, hello. Bark as loud as you want. Filbert's out raking the back 40. He is. He said he was going to do that. Looks like it's about to blow away. Okay, I'm picking it up. What the? Pick that up. Nope. 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 I did say it's like it was too easy. It's like now the map is flying. The map is actually flying. Oh, it's literally on the... It's here now. Oh my god, where's it gonna go? Do you know what? I don't think I've ever played this game. Where's it going? Oh, is it going on the cliff? God damn. God damn, cliff. The dog smells the fish. You need the dog to find the map piece. Pick up the dog. You can pick up the dog? I'd like to, but this dress just doesn't have the pockets for it. I can't pick up the dog. I'm going to ditch this thing. Oh, he's going to take the dress off. Oh, there we go. He's going to put the dog in his pants. Okay, dog, you're coming with me. Yes, he did put the dog in his pants. I have a dog in my pants. Wow, what a cute little thing. Well, I have a dog in my pants. This Monkey 2, this is Monkey Island 2, that is correct. We have won a spitting contest. I have made up with my Elaine from the previous game. I've put a dog in my pants. And I've stolen a fish. I mean, these things have happened. There's no two ways about it. Why can't I just go to the map screen? Back to your ship. What about to the cliff? What about to the cliff? You mean here? What about here? I need clothes like that. No need for shopping bags. No, when you've got big enough pants, you don't really need anything. You need to sell... Oh. The piece from the contest. Yeah, that guy, he buys and sells things, doesn't he? Which island's he on? I can't remember where he is now. Yes. Oh. Oh. I can't reach it. Okay. How do I use the dog? Well, I don't know how the dog's going to help me get that because it's on the side of a cliff. Go to Fat Island to talk to the fisherman. Use the dog later. Okay. There's the map, though. There is the map. Let's save it there. You don't really need to save a lot in this game. You're just saving it in case it crashes, aren't you, really? Right. Let's get back to the ship. We know where the map is. Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking, why did we need the plaque? Is that going to be the 6 million pieces of 8, or what is it, 6,000 he's going to sell it for? Fat. Is it on fat? Ow. Oh yeah, the guy wanted. Oh, see, this is the thing I've forgotten. Of course, he wanted a. We were in a contest, weren't we, to see who could get the biggest fish. Yes. I forgot all about this. This is the biggest. It's almost as big as Leviathan I just told him. Where is this Leviathan? What did he say he'd give me if we won the contest? I think you're lying. He's a big close-up Guybrush here as well, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. It was just a fish story. Guess you win. Fishtails, that's another pinball machine. Here, take the pole. I've got a fishing pole now. Can I do fishing now? Oh, look, we got big. We got big. Whoa. Guybrush is big there. Go to library. I'm going to mess about here first. Let's use the fishing pole. I don't think that would be very sporting. What? Wow, he's so big here, Guybrush. Look at his beard. I was going down the stairs with a few storage boxes on a sack burrow. I don't know what a sack burrow is. Go fishing on the cliff. That makes sense. You're right. Handsome guy, yep. He's so big. Just so big. Can't do anything here. You're right. Shall we go back and get that piece of map? Let's go do it. I don't know what a sack. What did you say? Sack barrow. I don't know what that is. Well, either way, I had to do the training at work. You've got to maintain 3 points of contact. That's what they recommend. But anyway, you're going to be 6 weeks to recover at least. Let's get to the cliff. I'd forgotten all about the fish contest. This is the problem with like playing this every 2 weeks. Like, what? All right, can we just use the fishing pole? Here we go. Nice work, Guybrush. I couldn't. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe I walked to that mansion and said, what, they're just going to let me take the map? Really? Okay, big tree is it now? Big tree. They're just going to let me take the map? Dang. Okay. 6 weeks? Yeah, any broken bone's going to take at least 6 weeks to heal. I mean, it took me 6 weeks to repair my broken elbow. I did that with a washing machine. Gravity took over and the machine took off. Only my reflexes kept me from not following it down the stairs. Yeah. That's bad. That's the thing you've got to do, is if it starts to get away from you, don't hang on to it. Let it go. Let it go. Like the song. Well, I suppose you've got one good arm. That's the one thing about, well, like, yeah. That's the thing. Can we use the ore with the hole? Yes, we can. And let's use that plank with the hole. Okay. How does that help me? I can put the ore in there, but that's really not... There we go. Bump. Am I dead? Am I going to have an out-of-body experience? Ouch. That really hurts. Wait a minute. Something very strange is going on here. Do not attempt to adjust your set. What the hell is this? Dad and Mom? What are you doing here? We came looking for you. Where have you been? You came looking for me? But I thought you abandoned me. Why would we do that? We were such loving parents. Yes, we are. She said were, and then he says we are. What do you want? We have some information for you, son. Really? Great. What is it? Well, we're going to give you in the form of a song. Okay. What the hell is going on now? This is the second game I've seen this week with Dancing Skeletons. The rib bone's connected to the arm bone. What the hell is going on? Yeah, the arm bone's connected to the collarbone, I'm afraid. Wow, they're good. What is going on? He's dancing. Guybrush is dancing. I gotta write this down. Are they going to sing this forever? The leg bone's connected to the arm bone. Is that what he's written down? Uh-oh. Boo. Oh, it's LeChuck's theme. You didn't kill me, you little moron. I was already a ghost when you met me. You just destroyed my spiritual essence. A favour that I will now return. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What just happened? What a dream. Good God. Got my right arm. That's what happened to me. For a job, I'm a delivery driver. Oh dear. No driving for weeks. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, just be thankful you've got another arm at this point. I'm getting goosebumps. Weird scene in the game. You say that again. I don't think I've played this game. I've got no memory of this at all. Collarbone in there, yeah. Can't believe we were just talking about like broken bones and we got a whole song about skeletons. You came in at the right time. That's almost a rip off the old classic cartoon called Skeleton Dance. Guy Bruce is taking notes for you. Yeah, he didn't take very good notes, let's put it that way. Gee, it was an antique. Oh, I've got a broken oar. Can I use that in the hole again? Not too useful in its present form. Oh, I can't use it at all. Maybe we can... Right, so I didn't really get anywhere. I got the plank. Which I can get. I don't think that will work. Well, use plank. Yeah, but use it on what? Let's use the plank and the hole. And let's use the plank. But I don't get anywhere because I need another plank. I can fix the paddle, but how? Could be moving out of my flat into my own place. Well, you're going to need help carrying the boxes. Oh yeah, go see the carpenter. Right, let's do all these things. We need to see the carpenter. What else do we need to do? Sell the plaque. I don't remember how. There is a carpenter. That's what we do now. Use plank, then broken oar. It won't let me do anything with the broken oar. It says it's just not useful in its current form. Climb the tree. That's what I tried, and I ended up with a skeleton dance. I ended up with a skeleton dance. Which island? Scab has got the carpenter on. Oh, and the other guy. He's on Scab, isn't he? Is that right? Carpenter's over here. £500 a month for a double room and bills all paid. That sounds incredibly cheap. A double room. Is it just one room? All the bills paid? All of them? All the bills paid? Apart from your medical bills. Right. Woodsmith. Yeah. I'd like to look around. Could you take a look at this? Looks like a massive fracture. You're going to be using this. I'd better reinforce it for you. This is how they're going to fix your collarbone. There you go. Steel shank. Alloy splints. Better than new. That's what you need. Look at that. Reinforced ore. Nice work. Give him the broken oar. Lol. Yes. We're going to get as many broken bone jokes in as we can now. I've been through the broken bone the other week as well. I don't know. Well, not the other week, the other month. Been there. Been there. Yeah. It's that funny feeling when you've broken your collarbone and you suddenly go, that's not in the... You kind of like, apart from the crippling pain that you're in just after it happens, you kind of like, that's not right. You know, and you think, that's not the way it used to be. Got a bone to pick with you. Yep. Right, where is the guy? Where's the guy who buys the stuff with the antique? Where's the antique shop? I can't even remember now. Is it this one? It's not this one here, is it? What's this? No, that's Wally. Don't want Wally. Booty. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Where's Stretch Ship? There it is. This is like just made to do disc swapping, this particular section, isn't it? Booty. Let's go get the booty. Where is he? Is he this one? I've forgotten where he is. He's not the costume shop. It's not Stan's. It's not the spitting contest. Is it this one here? But he just keeps closing the door. What's this one? This is... Oh, yeah. The Booty Boutique. Yeah, how do I just... It just got closed. How do I actually just go in? Oh, that was it. It was just going closed door, but it was walk to door. Okay, we got there. New Indiana Jones game looks amazing on Xbox Series X. Yes, I did see a trailer of that a while back, and it did look really good. And I have an Xbox Series X. So let's just give him a quick talk. Do you take Visa? Yeah, like you have one. He's right. Do you accept personal checks or trade-ins? What kind of trade-ins? So that's a new bit of dialogue, was it? I'll take most old swords, some used parrots, almost anything valuable made of bronze, and a few old ship parts. Would you give me the map for a piece of any of those things? No, but there is a thing I might trade. There's one thing I might trade for the map piece. What would you trade for the map piece? There was a certain ship that sunk, and I really like the figurehead. I'll give you the map if you've got the figurehead for me. Can you tell me about the ship with the figurehead? The ship was a huge galleon named the Mad Monkey. Nobody knows where it sank or why. But the figurehead is supposed to be the most fabulous piece of art ever. That's why I want it. I'm a collector of fine art, as I'm sure you can see. Is he just going to, if I just say that, will he tell me anything new or not? Probably not. Mad Monkey. Nobody knows where it is. But we do have the glass bottom boat. Right, I wonder if we can sell him this thing now. I have to go now. He did say I'll take bronze. Spit plaque. Here we go. Not interested. What do you mean it's worth a mint? For a lump of pus on a shingle. It's not just any lump of pus. Oh yeah? What's special about it? Shall I say actually it's so valuable I'd better keep it? You do have a monkey thing in your inventory. I have an actual monkey. He didn't say he wanted monkeys though, did he? The spit of the person who killed LeChuck is on it? Really? That would make it very valuable. And I do like bronze. He said bronze. Ah, 6,000 pieces of 8, which happens to be the price to charter the boat. You do have a monkey thing in it. I have an actual monkey. I have actual monkey. There he is. Let's give him the monkey. No thanks. New Star Wars game looks good too, but there are a lot of gamers picking at it before the games even come out because you've got to be online to even install the game with a physical disc version. That's the case on loads of games now anyway. Do you have a monkey head? No. I have a monkey. I do not have a monkey head. Got a shovel. This is a monkey wrench. It's a monkey. Not a monkey wrench. Well. We're doing well. Let's go charter the boat. We've got the 6,000 pieces of 8. And she's right outside. It's because of piracy. Well, I am playing a game about pirates. He has a monkey rattling in his pants. I do. And a dog. There is a monkey and a dog in my pants. Can you even believe any of this? Right. Talk to Captain Kate. I'm interested in chartering a ship. Great. 6,000 pieces of 8. I'll pay you 6,000 pieces of 8. Fair enough, because I've tried to barter with you. Oh. You've charged yourself a ship. Are you ready to leave now? Hell yeah. Wreck of the Mad Monkey, please. Have you got a course planned? I can show you where I want you to go on this map that Captain Dread gave me. Oh no! We don't know where to go. That's a problem. We haven't got a clue. There's a splodge on the map there. You need coordinates first. Yeah, I just found that out. You need to find out where the Mad Monkey capsized. This ship is so small, the rats are leaving it all humpbacked. I'll dive in. I suppose you can't randomly do it either, can you? Are you sure you can swim? Yeah, I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Here we go. Ah, oh, forgot. Like, as I said, I forgot about this. I don't remember this. Here we are. That's it. Are we going to go to the bottom or what? No. It's getting darker. The pressure would have crushed him by now, definitely. Here we are. Hey, this is cool. I mean... Oh, he's back. Just give a big grin at the screen. There wasn't anything down there. What did you do? Order this ship out of the back of a comic book? What? This is ship so small the rat's leaving it all humpbacked. Guy who writes your lines is as funny as your tailor. Okay. Well. Well, we'll probably save it there. Pick it up next time. Can we change the name of this to Mad Monkey? There we go. Pick up the head. Will the affect in a later date if you want to play the game, say 5 to 10 years time? Yeah, there's loads of games like that you just can't play them later on. Have I played Discworld? No, I've never even seen it until actually Thursday when Lockmon Goat played Discworld 2. I didn't even know it was a game. Use the rope when at the wreck. Well, we'll save this for next time. We've saved it at Mad Monkey, but we've got to get the coordinates. We don't know the coordinates. So there's that. The coordinates are in a book. Well, that's for next time. And we've got the ore as well. So we've got the ore to use. I don't know if you should do that now before I forget. Famous shipwrecks. Ah. Well, we'll save that for next time. I tell you, we'll save it for next time. We won't go any further. We've got the ore. We need the book. shipwrecks, and I'm standing right next to the woman who's going to do it for me. And I can quit. That actually works. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Yes, I do. Look at that. That is super awesome. Let's boot into the proper workbench. Because this is workbench 2. It's not proper workbench. It's not even proper, is it? They do say Xbox Series X and PS5 is the end of the disc tray. I've never used the disc tray on my Series X, and I used it once on my Xbox One. And I think we've discussed this before. I'm not the physical disc person. I know I've got physical discs here, but this is how the Amiga was. It's like they didn't really have anything else. And even then, that game's hard disk installed. But yeah, I'm sorry to say that I don't buy physical discs for Xbox, and I've never used it. I personally feel like the Xbox could be cheaper and smaller and use less power if they didn't put it in, and that would help me. But people complain so much that they're like, we've got to have it. I must have this thing that I will never use in the console. Must have it. I've got to. I might be alone in that camp, but honestly, never used it. And I think Blu-ray died. Blu-ray didn't die, but we've got streaming services now, so it's not really a thing for me anymore. It's not a thing. Where's Space Debris gone? We've got to put that on. Jeez. There it is. There it is. Oh, that's not Space Debris, but you get the idea. Well, that was good. We did some good Monkey Island there. There was some good bits in that. It was quite funny. It had the dress and all that stuff. I'm starting to think I've never played this game. I've never, ever played it. That's what I think now. Turrican? There's a Turrican music. Yeah, I don't think I've played it. I'm serious. I just don't know. What is all this stuff in here? Let's put some of these on, whatever this is. Don't know what these are. Where are we up to? What's this that you need to get back? Oh, coordinates on the map that you need to get back. Yeah, you go digital. I go digital, yes. Just check, the Z80 is really discontinued. MOS 6502 still rocks. It does. I didn't know anyone was... Was that... Who was still making the Z80? I didn't know that. Has it really fallen out of favour that much? It's in quite a lot of stuff. Z80, isn't it? Game Boy and all kinds of things. Mark Steam says it's going 4K discs now. What's 4K discs? Lester says, I like physical media like Blu-rays. Movies disappear from streaming services, so having them on shelves is a great thing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just don't... It's not for me. Back in the day of DVD, I had a load of DVDs that I bought. They were generally quite cheap, but I'd always go and buy cheap DVDs and, have a collection that I used to watch. But that kind of died. They were taking up so much space. I ended up like getting rid of the cases and just keeping the discs. And then eventually I just got rid of those as well, and then just got rid of them all. I think I regret getting rid of a few anime ones, which I could have kept because you can't stream them. But ultimately, they were taking up space, and I wasn't interested. And the games kind of stopped. I wasn't interested in the games ever being on disc anymore. Well, I don't think it's wrong that people want that. But for me personally, if I wanted to say it's all about me, the Xbox Series X definitely wouldn't have had a Blu-ray player in it because it's just made it more expensive, it's made it bigger, and it's made it take more power. So for me personally, I would say get rid of it. Don't need it. There's no DVD player, there's no Blu-ray player in my laptop. Doesn't need one. So you're not seeing them in laptops anymore. Why would you see them on the Series X? But yeah, I can see why they're doing it. They just want to make one console. They don't have this is a discless one and this is the disc one. They just want to make one because it's cheaper to make one, so they might as well make the one that's slightly more expensive. I don't know how much money they'd save by getting rid of the disk drive, but it's going to be something. Even if it saves, you know, $1 or $10, it's $10 cheaper and less power and smaller, which is what we all want. Thumbs up. Was it thumbs up for? Thumbs up for the thumbs up for having Blu-rays and things. Yeah. So I agree. Mayhem agrees 100%, but you don't agree with me. You agree with having the Blu-rays on the physical media. Because I know a lot of people here like the retro stuff. I mean, the thing I like about the Amiga and stuff is using all this old junk, which is kind of like nostalgic for me. But in my new stuff, I don't want this. It's just funny. Like, I'm actually quite excited about using these clunky old things here. But this was the only way to get software into the computer back in the day. So it's like this is the nostalgic way. But you know, in 40 years' time, the kids will be like, "Well, I only ever downloaded games." It's so nostalgic. But the problem of games not being playable later on, I think that can happen with some disc games as well. I got the Batman Arkham. Was it Batman Arkham Asylum? And that was made with games for Windows, and it didn't work anymore, so I couldn't even play that. That wasn't an online game or anything. It had games for Windows built in, and games for Windows was discontinued and wouldn't launch, and the game wouldn't launch. You had to go online and get like a patch that could patch like a dummy version of games for Windows that didn't do anything, just so you could boot the game up. It was stupid. So, yeah, the problem is not new on that. It's definitely not a new problem. Just installed Octamed on my 1200, but Hippo Player looks better. Yeah, Octamed's really for... You mean the Octamed Player? That's really just there to play one mod, isn't it? It's to play the mod that you've got, that you've made in Octamed. I think there are other ones as well as Hippo Player, aren't there, that I've not used. Is it Eagle Player is one of them? Or is that something on the PC? I can't remember. Ultra Blu-ray is... Oh, hang on, I missed something here. If you love a movie, surely you're buying Blu-ray. Sometimes I wonder if the quality of some 4K streams are in fact 4K. More like an upscale quality in some cases. I don't even have a 4K telly, so it's not a thing for me. So yeah. But to be honest, if you watch a 4K like YouTube stream on a 1080p telly, it looks amazing. So you get a better quality even at 1080p. So it doesn't have to be 4K, it just has to be higher quality, really. But I'm not bothered about 4K. It's not I don't think it's making any difference to me. I could see like 720p and stuff on Xbox 360. You could see the blocks on that. But once it got to 1080p, I was like, I can't see it. I'd have to get a bigger television to see the blocks, and even then I don't think I'd be able to see it. Ultra Blu-ray is 4K. Dolby Vision on 4K TV. Trade-in value for CD games. Yeah, I suppose that's another thing people like. They want to be able to sell their old games. That's the thing. What would be your favourite upgrade? Your favourite upgrade for your Amiga 1200? Well, it hasn't really been upgraded much, has it? It's just got the memory expansion in. It's got the 8 meg memory expansion, of which 4 meg is turned off and never been used. So I would say that's my only upgrade. If you're going to do any upgrade, you put a hard disk in it or some equivalent of it. And after that, get yourself some fast RAM, because fast RAM for the win. I think the fast RAM makes this Hippo Player stuff possible, really, because a lot of these mods you run out of memory on when you've got no fast RAM. So that's why I'm preferring the Amiga 1200, really. They save a lot of money. They don't need a controller chip if they don't install an optical drive. Space is also saved on the enclosure itself. Yeah, I think so. I would prefer not to have an optical drive. And I thought they were going to dump it on this one, but they didn't. It's there. I thought they were going to dump it, but it's still there, and I've still never used it. So it sits there doing nothing. Never used it to install a game. Never used it to play anything. I still do have a bunch of CDs that I kept, actually. I've got like loads of Red Hot Chili Peppers on CD. I've got like loads of the old albums single. I used to buy the Every time Red Hot Chili Peppers did a CD single, I bought it, and I've got loads of them. I've got like almost all the CD singles they did, but I haven't put them in a CD player for a long time. You can still get those discs for the Amiga. Hippo Player hard to install? It's not actually that hard. I made a right meal of it when I did it in my video. You kind of just have to get the original version, LHA it onto your drive, and then you have to put that patch over the top. Just copy it over the top, I think. I think that's what it was. I did my video on it anyway, and it was just like making a meal of it, but it's not that. It shouldn't be that hard. It's harder to install than just downloading the package. I don't know why you have to download it twice, but that's just the way they did it. You can get 4K even on a PC now. I don't think 4K is just, I don't know, it's just overrated, I think. I just don't need that high a resolution. I'm all up for like slightly higher resolution on desktop, like 1440p for like desktop work and stuff, like, you know, working on the PC with like graphics and programs and text and stuff. But for actually watching a movie, it doesn't really make any difference to me. I don't know why people are so excited about it. It really doesn't do anything for me. And for gaming, it's terrible because you just need this insane expensive graphics card just to get like higher resolution that you can't see anyway. 8 mega fast RAM and a Gotek in mind. Yeah, the 8 mega fast RAM is good, but I've always had 4 of it turned off, and I've never really felt the need for the other 4. I've got it turned off so I can have the compact flash sticking out the side, which is my sneaking it. Games are so expensive on the Xbox store or PlayStation, so I get games at the CEX shop. Well, that's fine, yeah. In fact, you could, if you were on a budget, you could walk into CEX and buy like all the 50p and £1 budget, well, look, just like old games, and some of them are amazing games, and you could have a lifetime of gameplay for, you know, just a few pounds. So that's fine. I generally, I'm not buying stuff at like, I've got Xbox Game Pass, and I'm not buying stuff at like this 70 quid full price. I'm waiting until it's on offer and stuff, because it's like, it just seems like such a lot to pay for a game. But I'm mostly playing Halo Infinite Firefight at the moment, and that's a free-to-play game anyway, so it's just free. You can play that. They're trying to sell their skins in the game and stuff, but I've never been that bothered about skins in the game. Which was extremely smooth. What? I played a fast ROM port of Doom for the Amiga last week. It was rubbish, of course. Yep, probably even worse than the Super Nintendo version. I played this Super Nintendo version of Doom, and it wasn't that bad. But interesting, I played another fast RAM version of Gloom. Well, weird. The Amiga just wasn't made for Doom, was it? Let's face it. Love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. There you go. Probably 30 FPS smooth, but the screen was very, very small. What was this for? Love the Chili's Chill. Found a compilation of fast RAM games for what looked like the CD32 on a CD which included Doom, Gloom, and several others. Fast RAM? Did the CD32 have fast RAM in it? Or is it just a name that you were talking about here or something? I don't know that there were any Amigas that actually came with any fast RAM, were they? Maybe the 4000 did or something. My eyes are too bad for 4K. I own a 4K OLED, but I see no difference between 1080p and 4K. Yeah, it's not your eyes that are bad. I actually don't think you can discern at the TV viewing distance when you're on your sofa. You can't actually tell the difference. Nobody can. You can tell on a monitor when you're close up, but you can't tell at that distance. I think that's why it's kind of pointless for movies. Unless you're going to watch them on a monitor, like up in your face here, there's no point. So, yeah, I don't get it. Kind of a waste of time. But for desktop work, yeah, I could see 4K. Like, if you want really super high resolution monitor, it could be better than having 2 monitors. Because if you think about it, you're saying, like we were saying at the start, get another monitor. Well, if this was a 4K monitor, I could technically have 2 screens on it and still see them both, but they'd be smaller. That'd be the problem. So that could be a thing. Waiting to get that Suicide Squad game to be cheaper. Really? Well, I could maybe... I could probably get you a code for that if you want. Which Suicide Squad game are you talking about? Are you talking about Kill the Justice League? If you're talking about Kill the Justice League, I can probably get you a code for that. If you want it. I don't know what on though. What do you want it on? What do you play games on? Yeah, Kill the Justice League. If you want a code for that, I can get you a code. What would you like a code on? PlayStation, Xbox, or PS5? I'll see if I can get you a PS5 code for it. I might be able to do that. Ask me next week, and I'll see if I've got the code. That I can do. Found. Although, are you going to be able to play it with a broken collarbone? I can't remember if I could play games when I had my broken collarbone. You can't support your arm, but as long as your hand's resting or something, I think you can still play. I have to turn 4 meg off to use the CF card. Yeah, I just had the 4 meg turned off all the time. I've never turned it on. It's never been on. And I could have paid an extra 10 quid to have an FPU in it, but I just didn't do that either. So even then I didn't like upgrade it as much as, and I didn't buy the real-time clock. I kind of regret that now because I've been kind of wanting it. So no real-time clock, no FPU. It wasn't much more to get the FPU, but I just thought it's not gonna do anything for me. Fast RAM was added directly to the CPU through Zorro port or clip-on for the CPU. Was that in the CD32? But it didn't ship with it, did it? What is this limitation for CF cards? I believe it's that the memory address used to get to the PCM CIA slot overlaps with some of the fast RAM. So if you have more than 4 meg of fast RAM, the CF card it'll like crash if you try and write to it or something. So I think that's the problem. But I've never turned it on, and I've never really needed that extra memory. This does not work. Let's go to the next one. Deadline Party 2021. You still use your other Amigas? I do. I mean, I use the Amiga 600s over there. We've been using that on the stream a bit. I tell you what I don't use is the... God, this is loud, this one. I don't use the Amiga 500. I've basically never used it. Unless I'm desperate. I do like having it around in case there's something like, oh, this will only work on a 500. It'll be nice to bust that out. But yeah, I barely use the Amiga Mini actually, but I use the 1200 the most. I use the 600 with the hard drive a bit. I've got a 600 that doesn't have a hard drive in. It's just got a memory expansion and that's it. But that works. That's the one I did on the channel. And the 500, yeah, I just don't use it. It's like no memory. It's got 1 meg of memory and it's got no hard drive, so it's kind of like the, I know back in the day the 500 was the bomb, that's what we wanted, but now it's just like it's just not getting any love. It's that one I botched the Retrobyte on. Thanks, Boo. Did not know that limitation. Yeah, I'm only aware of it by people saying it, so I never actually turned it on. I know LGR did a video where he's setting up an Amiga 1200 and he had massive trouble, and it was because of that problem that he was trying to access a compact flash card and it didn't work. And it's because he had 8 meg of fast RAM in, so he had that problem. So I watched somebody have the problem and I just thought, I'm not interested, I don't need the 8 meg. I'd rather have the compact flash. You can't see it, it's just off camera, but the compact flash card is plugged in right now. It's how I get all this junk onto the Amiga. You don't need an FPU unless you're doing some 3D rendering. The real-time clock is handy, though it doesn't cost much. Yeah, I think the real-time clock, I should have put it in, but hey, here we are. The FPU might be nice to have because it would be one of those things where I think if I was going to write a game for the Amiga now, it would be nice to take advantage of stuff that people can either emulate or could have now, like fast RAM is one of them, the 1200 is another, and possibly even an FPU. I don't know if anybody... I think there was one game, like a fight sim, that could take advantage of the FPU. So it'd be interesting to see what could have been done, because nobody used it for games back then. It could be horrendous, it could be really slow, that's the other problem. Probably would be really slow, actually. New Amiga OS versions support large SD cards. I don't think it's really necessary, because it's not like you're transferring movies on or anything, is it? I've got a 256 meg CF card, and I'm just transferring mods and a few things here and there, and it's just not a problem. I've got a 4GB card running. Oh, there you go. I've got two 600s and a 1200. That's what I've got. Two 600 and a 1200. And I'm trying to keep them like reasonably low-fi. So I'm not like going crazy with the upgrades. I know I've seen people like go bonkers with 600 upgrades, but mine's just quite basic. It's quite basic. Can you put a CF card in an Amiga 500? Maybe, but you need some kind of crazy adapter that doesn't exist, so I don't know. I don't know. There's probably something else you could do that's better, but I don't know what it is. Hasn't somebody created something for that? I don't know. It's possible. I think there's probably an easier way to transfer. If you're going to have a big add-on or something, there's probably... You don't want something you could just shove... Really, because this compact flash PCMCIA has just got a compact flash card that I can shove in the side, basically. So you're going through a thing, going through a ring to get the card in. There's an Australian YouTube channel that just finished the top 10 of Amiga vids. What would be your favourite and least favourite? My favourite, what, Amiga? Top 10 of Amiga. Do you mean what would be my favourite Amiga? Not many games support an FPU. Many demos, on the other hand, does, but requires accelerator. I think there's one game that supports an FPU. And I can't remember what it was called. It's got a weird name. It's a flight sim. And it can play without it, so. So what's the top 10 of Amiga? Top 10 of Amiga vids. I don't know what that means. My shoulder is aching where my collarbone is. Yeah, that is going to happen. How long ago did you break it? I think the first few days for me were definitely the worst. Top 10 models. Oh, yeah. I don't know, because I don't know what because I never. I mean, back in the day, I only had the 500 and the 600. That's it. So I don't know. And now I've got a 1200. But they're the only three I've ever had. A 600, a 1200, and a 500. Yep, that's it. So I don't know. For me, at the top, it'd have to be the 1200 right now because it's getting the most love. 600 would have to be next because that's definitely getting the next most because it's got that inbuilt hard drive. And the 500 would be third. But back in the day, what you wanted was the 500. But I think when I swapped it for the 600, I didn't look back. I liked the 600. Everyone puts the 600 at the bottom, but I think the 600 was good. Sherlock's got a CD32, a 1200, two 500 pluses, and a 600. He's got the lot. I mean, top 10 Amiga models, though. How many Amiga models were there? There weren't much more than 10, were there? Wednesday afternoon, you fell down the stairs. That is not that long ago. So, yeah, the first few days are definitely the worst. Putting on a shirt or taking off a shirt is difficult, isn't it? That's what I can tell you. It becomes a very... I wore a Hawaiian shirt for 2 days because it was dead loose and I could get it on. So it was like 3 days of wearing a... There's a picture of me with my broken collarbone wearing a Hawaiian shirt. You know, because they're like big and loose. Like, that's the only thing I could get on. I couldn't get a shirt on. It was ridiculous. You can upgrade a CD32. Yes. And Terrible Fire's done some stuff with that, hasn't he? Yes, frustrating. Yes, it is. And I say it's 6 weeks to heal. It depends. When I broke mine, it was definitely 6 weeks to heal, but I think I was riding my bike again before that, but it'll hurt. But the first week or two, yeah, you can't do anything. The A600 is a great little one, much overlooked because of the lack of numeric keypad. Yeah, I just liked it because it was compact, it had 2 meg chip RAM, and it had obviously the new resolutions and everything that ECS could do. And the main thing was it was my very first computer with a hard drive. So to me, it was amazing, even though it was a 20 meg hard drive. And I'm sure I installed this game and took half the hard drive up with it because it's on 11 discs, and I have no memory of playing any of this. The guy counted A500 and A500 Plus as 2. Oh, geez. Same with the 4000D and 4000T. That 4000T is the very last Amiga, isn't it? And I don't even know if it's a real computer. Probably is. CD32, great with the upgrade. Oh, here we go. MOS 6502 owns. You own a Kim 1, do you? Well, you are MOS 6502. That was the very first 6502 computer, was it? 2PETs. 2PET 2000. Which is also a 6502 computer. VIC-20, which is also a 6502 computer. 5 C64s, which is also a 6502 computer. SS64, which is a 6502 computer. The C16, that's a 6502 computer, isn't it? An A1000, there we go. You've got an A1000, wow. An A1000, 3 A500s, 2 A2000s, 3 A600s, 3 A1200s, and a CD32. Oh my god, that is a lot of computers. That's a lot of computers. Didn't know you had a Kim 1. It's crazy. Amiga Plus I hated because some of the games didn't work. Well, that was exactly the same on the 600, so don't worry about that. But most of them did. I mean, I'm having to boot Workbench 2 to get Monkey Island 2 to work, which works fine on the Amiga 1200, but not in Workbench 3. So go figure that one. I prefer stock. I also had one back in the day. It was literally a 1200 with a CD drive, no improvement or games. Yeah. See, this is the other thing as well. Back then, a CD drive would have been amazing. I would have been the talk of the town if I had a CD drive. And now I'm saying, I don't want a CD drive. You just told me saying about don't want a CD drive. But back in the day, would have been amazing. And I remember when I got my first PC, like having a CD drive in it was like something special. Yeah, A600, you're right. A600 was also incompatible, but only slightly less incompatible. It wasn't really bad. Mark Stevenson, there is a CPU adapter 500 that has IDE port on it. Is there? Is there? I think the 600 was the best for me. No need for the numeric keypad. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I think I swapped my 500 for a 600, I think. I had a 500 and then I definitely moved to the 600. I'm not sure if I sold it to get the 600, but I was happier with the 600. It was smaller, it had the hard drive, and I was amazed. It had a hard drive. Absolutely amazing. Sherlock Boss 6502, nice. Yes, you've got a lot of 6502 computers. It is the CPU of choice for... It's probably the most amazing CPU ever built. 600 was my first, and with Relo Kick Disc, it played all the 500 stuff. Yeah, there you go. So, fixable. Having a CD drive was the dogs, you're right. You're right. If your computer didn't have a CD drive when you got to PC, when I got to PC anyway, you couldn't install anything because everything was coming on CD. So no CD drive, you were screwed like without CD drive, because we'd moved on from floppy disks. Some games need the numeric keypad. Take Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. You can't go through the fighting path without it. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but they did it. They got rid of it. Does Roller Kick really work on a 1200? I haven't tried it, but I assume Roller Kick works on everything, because it's actually only really can be possible, I think. This is the way I've heard it, because the A500 shipped with the ROM in RAM, and that meant from every single Amiga supported actually putting the kickstart into RAM, even the ones that moved on after the 1000, and that's why you can do it. So there is a bootable disk format that is like, this is going to be the kickstart, and that just is still supported on all the Amigas. There you go, it does work on the 1200. I think it works on everything. Yeah, so there's a bootable disk format that is just designed for this is a kickstart, like, because it's what the A1000 did. So you can order it, and I think that's probably the premise on how WHD load works as well, because that's doing it on the fly. But it's not always, the kickstart isn't always the problem, so there you go. And it clearly isn't for Monkey Island, because Monkey Island is playing with the latest kickstart, but it's actually Workbench 3 that doesn't work. I mean, it loads, but it's corrupt. And I've actually noticed, because I'm doing a video about Menace, and I've got the source code for it, and that's compiling on here, and it's totally corrupt, but I'm noticing it's doing it on the 600 as well. So, I don't know what the deal is there, but it seems like there's a lot of stuff that worked, and now it doesn't, so, don't know. Stuff changes. Stuff changes. Good old Kickstart. And I forgot to mention that the 600 that I've got, I kept it on Kickstart 2.05 as well. It's not on Kickstart. It's not on Kickstart 3 and Workbench 3. It's on Workbench 2. So it's proper old school. And sometimes I do think, oh, this Workbench 2 is a bit more clunky than 3, but I'm like, but I've got a machine that's older. And same as if I did the 500, I'd be booting that up on 1.3. So I've kind of got 3 computers that are like, this is the latest one with the latest stuff. The 600's a little earlier, and the 500, if I ever need it, is even earlier because it's Kickstart 1.3. Do you use Xcopy? I've got Xcopy somewhere, but I don't really use it. I've not used it for anything. I haven't tried it since the 90s, yeah. I have not used Scars, but I've wondered, are the changes under the hood or just cosmetic? I don't know. Is that replacement OS thing? Had some uses for me, but really liked the compact version. Oh yeah. The compact Amigas, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. The Amiga 600 is such a cool little machine. It's just teeny tiny. They slammed all that computer. Started out as the A1000 and eventually it all got like jammed into that tiny little computer. It's great. Ironically, Xcopy, ironically, the most pirated commercial program in the Amiga history. What a surprise! Who would have thought that? They made a pirating program and it got pirated. God, it's aching. You need to take some paracetamol. Paracetamol was working on my arm, I can tell you that. Try paracetamol. I think paracetamol is quite amazing. I was like, never used to take it and get a headache and think it doesn't work. But for broken bones, it'll do it. It'll make it a little less painful, let's put it that way. Done the HDMI mod. Oh, there you go. That's good stuff. Ibuprofen. I don't know if you should take... I don't think you need to take ibuprofen. That will reduce swelling, but you probably haven't got any swelling, have you? Maybe you have a little bit. I think the paracetamol will work. It'll probably work. I was taking paracetamol with my broken elbow, and it does work. I mean, it doesn't take all the pain away, but it definitely can make it more manageable. You have to be careful though, because sometimes the pain is there to tell you you shouldn't be doing certain things. So you don't want to numb the pain completely, because you want to it to let you know that you shouldn't be doing whatever you're doing. But sometimes you just need painkillers just to think, God, oh, okay, it's just aching now and I'm not doing anything. Are you planning some programming videos regarding Amiga assembly? Yes. Yeah. I've got the like the Menace game I played at the start. I've got the source code for that, and I'm just trying to get that working. And I have got it compiling, but it doesn't work. Like the game doesn't work. So I suppose the code is the same, but it actually has changed. So my next video is me going to be fumbling around trying to get that Menace source code off some discs, the Amiga format discs, and getting them to compile, which I do manage eventually. I'm editing that video now. And then I'm going to have to try and... The next videos after that will be me trying to fix it, see if I can get it to run properly, because it's totally crashing and completely corrupted. So yes, I will be doing more programming stuff. More programming stuff. Well, a little bit. I'm going to try and do like... I'm going to investigate all that Menace stuff, and I'm going to like compile it on the Amiga, which isn't what I'd recommend people do nowadays, but I'm doing it because I can, and you know, it gets me to use the Amiga. So I'm going to compile some stuff on the Amiga, get it to run, and see what happens. But I've hardly done anything yet. The video I've got coming up, I just play a bit of Menace, so it's a bit like just what I did at the start of the stream. And then I get the source code out and just really do fumble around. It's properly me like just trying to get it to run, to get it to compile at all to start with. And that was confusing because not all the files are there that look like they're there. It was just, oh god, it was horrible. But I got it compiling. I'm going to try and edit the video down because I've been editing it to make it. It started out at like 45 minutes and I've got it down to 29 minutes or something. But it still seems too long. So I'm going to try and edit it down a bit more. But it won't get much less than that. It's already getting quite sparse. But yeah, the videos after that, I haven't tried it yet, but I've got to try and fix the game. I do want to get it compiling. I'd like to get that source code running. Menace. Because that version I'm playing there is WHD load is what's fixing it. And I did try compiling it on the Amiga 600 on Workbench 2, and even that didn't work. So I don't know what's wrong, but it's just not working. So I don't know why. I remember compiling that stuff back in the day and getting it to run. But I can't remember if I did it on the Amiga 500 or if I did it on the Amiga 600. I think it was the Amiga 600, but I can't remember. But that game was written in the Amiga 500 days. The Amiga 600 wasn't even out when that game was written. Steve Austin, we can rebuild him, yeah. Same here, I love the small form factor. When the A500 full size comes out, like in Q4 this year, I hope for a form factor the A600 to keep the price down. I don't think they'll do an A600 in that kind of thing because it's not popular enough. Everybody already hates it. So, not going to happen. But yeah, I liked it because it was smaller. Great. The pain I had in my fractured shoulder was the worst ever. I'm really sorry. What can I say? When's that Amiga? They said we're releasing the one after the Mini. Have they even announced when they're going to bring that out? I haven't even said it's an Amiga 500 yet, have they? They just said the console. Just more memory in my Amiga 600 with the HDMI mod. Oh, there you go. The Amiga 600 would benefit from a little bit of fast RAM, but I'm keeping mine stock. Because there wasn't, back in the day, there wasn't really any way to put any fast RAM in it. Can you do a video on decompiling as well? There must be some simple app that is vaporware you can do it on. I'm not a big like reverse engineering person though, to be honest. I don't do a lot of reverse engineering. I'm more of an engineering, not a reverse engineering. But I know you can break in. Somebody said it on one of my videos. You can break in on WinUAE. You can just break into the code anywhere on that and just take a look at it. But it's really annoying just looking at all code. This is why I'm more into like taking that source code for Menace, because that was released. So I'm taking some kind of original source code and trying to curate it a bit better. I almost feel like with a lot of these games, it's like, why can't people just find the source code and release it? Rather than making people decompile stuff, which is pretty annoying. Because a lot of that stuff just, unless you can like see the registers and you know what they are and the addresses and stuff, a lot of it doesn't make any sense. I know that Hoffman guy is doing like hacking into games on his stream, but it's not something I've ever really bothered doing. Like I said, I'm more into forward engineering, not reverse engineering. Still got my Philips CDI. Oh dear. The Philips CDI. I really understand you struggle compiling old source code. Yeah, well I did in this case because some of the files it was asking for weren't on the disk. There you go. That's the takeaway from it. And that's what I didn't realise. Because at the time you think, oh, these files are missing, I'll go find them. And then you look at it and then they're not on the disk. Yeah, a bit of fast RAM, that's what you want. Like Amiga UAE emulator. I don't know what that's in reference to, something I've just said. Are you talking about breaking into the code? There are plenty of options to upgrade RAM in this A600. Maybe not fast RAM as such, but the expansion port had a lot of them to choose between. Yeah, and back in the day, I had the RAM expansion. It doesn't work now though. I've still got it. Where is it? Got it somewhere. I've got two. Yeah, look. I've kept them. One of these is mine from back in the day. And the other one is the one that came with that Amiga. I got two Amiga 600 1 meg RAM expansions. Both of them don't work. This one says A600 bad RAM. This one's the eBay one. Not recognised. And this one's from my Amiga. This is my original fast RAM that did used to work back in the day. Not recognised. There you go. These are the ones that have got like 4 SIMs on them. So it's possible that just one of the chips on one of the SIMs is bad, but I don't have any way of testing them very easily. But yeah, 2 original Amiga 600 RAM expansions totally don't work. I mean, I might be able to like mix the chips up and like get one that works, but I just went on Amiga Kit and just got modern RAM. I thought I'm not messing about with these old RAM chips because I don't have a RAM chip tester for them. Oh, I like using UAE emulator. Yeah, it is good. I use it all the time. I mean, I've been using it to play, when we're playing Champions of Kryn, I'm using it to play Amiga mods, which you can actually just play in VLC Player on Windows, but I'm doing it in there anyway. It's still supporting new updates. Oh yeah, totally is, yeah. You played games on streams using the C64. Anything different with yours you want to do? What I do want to do is get a RetroTink or something where I can actually plug the the Commodore 64 in, and then I will do some more Commodore 64 streams. But I'm not doing them with that horrible laggy box because it looks rubbish. It can't pick up the sync properly on the C64, and you know it'll just lose sync in the middle of the thing, and it's got loads of lag on it. So I'm just not using the C64s, but I'd like to use them a bit. But I've been looking for a RetroTink 2X or something, and I just can't seem to find them. So that's what I really want. I want a non-laggy, nice upscaler for the C64. And then I've got a load of games that I bought. I've got a load of these disc games. We could be playing them. I'd like to bust out the disc drive. How slow is that thing? Oh my god. We could play Champions of Kryn on it. I've still got my original Champions of Kryn discs on the C64. Nobody likes that game. Champions of Chin. WinUAE is nice, but real 1200 just rocks. Yeah, I think the real difference for me is that when you're using... The real feel of using the computer is just the keyboard and things like the floppy drive and stuff. Because I've got that, what is it, the Raspberry Pi Commodore 64, and it's in a real Commodore 64 case, and it just feels like using a Commodore 64. I'm going to sneeze. I'm totally going to sneeze. It feels like a real Commodore 64, and it's just because it's in the case with the keyboard, and you plug the real joystick in, and it totally feels like you're using a real Commodore 64. I mean, I could do a stream on that actually, on the Raspberry Pi, the bare metal C64. We could stream some games on that, and because it doesn't need an upscale, it doesn't need an analog converter or anything like that. I'm looking at one that uses the Raspberry Pi. Is that C64 or Amiga you're talking about? Yeah, I'm using that. I'm using that bare metal C64. It's really good. For the C64, you need the Quarry replacement VIC chip because your HDMI output should be easy to cook up. Yeah, but again, I wanted one and I couldn't get one. I couldn't get one. I even funded that project, and it didn't get offered one first, so I didn't get one. The only one you can get is the one that doesn't have the HDMI output on. So yeah, I didn't get a Kawari. I would have liked one of those. For the C64, you'd need the... Oh, sorry, I've read that. They brought out a few years ago a Commodore 64 PC with a Blu-ray drive from the movie on the disc. What? You got a Raspberry Pi 5. I own an Ultimate 64. You should get one. Well, I've got so many real 64s. I think getting a new one would just be crazy. And I've even got the bare metal C64. Where is that? It's here. It's behind me, actually. Yeah, in fact, the bare metal C64 is in. The case that it's in is my original C64. So the motherboard got taken out, but yeah, it's got a bare metal C64 in. I have to get that working, and you can play it with an Xbox pad. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it'd be nice to play a few games on that. But I could bust out a real 64 with a real disk drive, and you could see how really, really slow that disk drive is. Really rubbish. What Raspberry Pi have you got? I don't know. Whatever the one is that you need to get the bare metal C64 working. Is Raspberry Pi 4B or something? I don't know. TP64 was brilliant on your stream. You mean the Trivial Pursuit? Yeah. We've got more disc packs to pay for that, but I've got that on the Amiga now, haven't I? I've got it for the Amiga, so we don't need to do the C64, but we could. I could do it on the semi-emulated thing. Yeah, it's a C64 with a Raspberry Pi, and it's got that what's it called? That adapter that allows the keyboard and the mouse ports to work. Do it again. You love it. You love it. We will do it at some point. Trivial Pursuit. Loads of ADF games on the internet. Yeah, well, I think they're all there, aren't they? I think everything's there. The Ultimate C64 is something special. Please take a look at it. Isn't it just that's the one with the new board, and it's got as many replacement parts as you can get, isn't it? Except for what couldn't they replace? Is it the CPU and some other stuff, and the SID? And you can put dual SIDs in it, can't you, and stuff like that? I know what it is. I just yeah, it's just I've got so many C64s. I'd rather use those. There's nothing like the real thing. Gideon rocks. We need more Trivial Pursuit. So much fun trying to remember the facts from the good old days. Yeah, like, what's that 80s advert it's asking about? And who's this footballer that nobody remembers? That kind of thing. Yeah, great. If we do it again next time, we could do the same thing where we just play mods during it, because there's not much sound in it. They do have music questions, don't they? But I could pause it during the music questions. Yeah, there we are. Right, I think it might be time to end the stream. It's 35 minutes past the midnight. It's time to call it a night. And that has been fun. I did some Menace, we did some Monkey Island. We played some mods and we talked for ages about arcade machines, which was really good. I'd like to do a MAME stream, actually. But I haven't used MAME for so long, I can't remember how it works. Someone's playing a Motorhead game on the Amiga. You play as Lemmy. Is that a real thing? Is that for real? Well. Well then, we'll be back next week for... Well, it'll be Champions of Kryn again next week. We're flip-flopping, aren't we? Hopefully I'm going to level the characters up next week. Woohoo! Everyone's going to be so excited. Nobody likes that game. Except me, I'm enjoying it. Always good to talk to you about chins, meesy weesies, and what you have. That is good. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, next week, level up characters, and hopefully by next week, Mark Stevenson, Your arm will be slightly working. It will be incredibly painful to pick up even a cup of tea, but you'll be getting on your way to a recovery. Warhorse game next week. Warhorse? You mean, I don't know what you're on about. But yes. Or no. Warhorse. Right, well, I'll leave it at that. This mod doesn't play anyway. So, right, catch you next week for crazy things. And I will see you later.